not too long ago, there was a small, I mean, not so small, like there was a LAN event, and some players got interviewed. So
With some
let's
quick
see.
questions. Let's see the video.
Who do you think is the best team in the Baltic States right now?
Volsung, definitely.
Are there any teams? Like, wait, one sec. Like,
You know that Latvia has their only team as Pirmais. Do you want to name them?
since I don't know any other team from Estonia and Lithuania, yeah, it's Pirmais, okay.
Team. Okay, team. Volsung is not a team, so I will put them first, but they are not team, so I think Lithuania. Lithuania.
Who do you think is the top 3 or top 5 players in the Baltic scene? It can be the players who are playing international, it can be in the regional area.
Okay, so first one definitely Robs. Like, that guy is just an unreal talent. Second, I would probably name either HS or Floric. Probably HS. Then third guy is Floric, and fourth I would name either Quick, Kalinka, or Pong. They're pretty similar, but I think Quick, then Pong, and then Kalinka.
Robs, definitely. Maybe Jekindar from Latvia. And third, Floric.
So you're going with 2 Latvians right now.
Yeah, of course. I'm from Latvia, so...
Probably Robs. Definitely Brocky, Jekindar, and Flaric. And I would say the fifth is probably Roben, since like he's achieved like much more than any other player outside the top 4 I already mentioned. So
You don't consider yourself in the top 5?
Well, like, I mean, I still could learn something more and then maybe enter the top 5. But my mentality is that I think that everyone is playing better than me, but I have to like play and play and play to get better and to get better to get better.
How do you feel about Vertigo?
Vertigo. For the first time when I played Vertigo, it was a completely different map. So now Vertigo is like, I don't know, maybe a little messed up. It's like 50-50 map completely. Like we have played with my team, Team Titan, in Faceit Pugs, and even we played in BESL versus Volsung. It's like 50-50 map, but I think there will be more updates with that map, so it will take their place in the map pool.
Oh, I actually love that map. I love the angles. I love the mechanics of that map, and I believe it's gonna be a great map in the future, and probably it's gonna get reworked like quite a lot of times, because remember how Cobblestone and Overpass got added. They got reworked like numerous times, so probably it's the same will be with Vertigo, but I love that map.
I think it's really interesting. The maps have been stale. We've played the same maps for like ages now, and Vertigo is like a completely like new breed of map I've never seen before. I'm really hyped to like play it and have a great time and like preferably upset some teams.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Nu jā, kaut ko BESL līgai, zini tādu? Jā, tad tai līgai jāuztais video.
Paldies.
We're back. I think we're back. We're here. What was that?
What?
Did you see? Yeah, cops pulled up to Jekindar and said like, "Hey,
Cops, police.
Yeah.
Cops.
Yes, they did that. That is insane. But yeah, we are here. We are ready for week 4 already here in Baltic Esports League. One more time, joined by MV and V. We had some interesting things happen. More and more teams have fallen out. This week, 3 teams left Baltic Esports League Season 3.
Let me know which ones, and of course to our dearest viewers.
So in the last week, in the previous week, we had Time Chasers and SCP Esports who fall out. We know that. And then this week, Malco, Reverse Card, and Skinlords. So 2 Latvian teams, Malco and Skinlords, and in the reverse card we had Keen playing, one more Latvian player. That's not so good.
Not the best news probably the local fan base likes to hear. So hopefully the remaining Latvian teams can perform better. So not to follow the same fate.
Because one thing that I have like surprise with is Coluent beat Skinlords 2-0. They played in Mirage 16-7 and 16-10. Coluent, they were so excited that they won against Skinlords because if I'm not mistaken, Skinlords had stand-ins playing with them. Kree and Ra joined to help them out. And they lost, and they're out. And Coluent, they're now more motivated than ever. So I think that's kind of a good sign that we still have Latvian teams that are motivated and ready.
It's obviously going to always motivate you if you beat someone, and perhaps even to someone in Coluent that was a huge milestone to achieve. I'm not saying it was, but potentially could be. So therefore, happy days for them. I mean, for Skinlords, again, you'll just have to try another season.
Yeah, exactly. And let's show the standings. Let's see what happens. We have information here. So we have 2 more teams who got through in the last week. All the Rage and Lithuania got through. Lithuania very easy because there was the default win against Volsung because Volsung couldn't play. But now this time around, Volsung and Makonga have reached the playoffs. What do you have to say about that?
Well, for Volsung, I would say expected. Or
most definitely.
Definitely should be expected result.
Yeah.
And for the other one, Makonga. I mean, they showed a very good start at the very beginning, and it was a promising one. So
and they came in from qualifiers as well.
Yeah, so they worked their way through it, and I mean, it's obviously well deserved. Hopefully, they can perform good in the playoffs. I'm not saying they won't be, but. I just don't want to see any surprises.
I don't know if it's going to be like a huge milestone for them or experience-wise to how many lands they have been. They have been to few, but as well, sometimes Makonga have been called like that they're online team. Although in the Go Exanimo events, they kind of show that they can.
Okay, well,
they have their charm.
If they made it to the playoffs, there's a reason for it, and hence, hopefully, they'll be able to show up a good result in the playoffs.
Yeah, as well. One more thing that I'm quite happy about: Vertigo has been played 3 times this week.
Okay, I would actually wouldn't mind seeing a Vertigo game today.
Yeah, Observer as well.
It's going to be a commentating nightmare, but I'm saying that only because I played a Face It match recently on Vertigo, and. Yeah.
It's fun, right?
No.
No,
it was not.
I liked it.
It was not a good time. Map. It was a very bad time. I think we won, but still, I didn't like.
Like, didn't you know the positions where enemies are? Like, or what was the issue?
Well, the first experience of that, yes, first of all. But second of all, personally, I just don't like the fact of how quickly flanks can happen. So teams could lose essentially off the back of the fact that someone knows how to flank really good, even though potentially they might be the stronger team. So or just the fact that someone is essentially faster on the map because the other team is preparing to take a site and they're just continuously being overrun because there's like 5,000 pathways.
Yeah.
So for me, it's kind of slightly nonsensical in that sense because it's just too clumped up too close together.
Yeah, but the one thing that has happened now, more teams recognize they can abuse that fact. Because in week 1 and week 2, only Volsung use it.
And now, they do, of course, yes. I actually played with one of the Volsung guys. So.
Okay, so you had the best insight.
I had the best insight. I know what their approach is, and I must say it's super simple and it works.
Yeah, exactly. So now we still have in the battle Team Lesgedi, Kola, and Team Titan, and Vortex. From those teams, do you think someone's gonna stand out in the next week? Because next week is the last one for the Swiss format.
I would be expecting good stuff coming out from Lesgedi.
Yeah.
I do think they have a great potential.
They had tough time against Volsung this week, but they're still here.
Yeah, well,
2-2.
I mean, for them, even though next week is going to be crucial, I think that they could perform really good.
Yeah. Hopefully that's gonna be the case. But now, match of the week. I think you chose this one, right?
Yeah, I wanted to see what's up with Amont and the boys.
Yeah, exactly. Amen and the boys. So, Lamp and FiGURE05. On the side of Lamp, we have Shocks, Bitcher, Zenki, Dex, and Kalsa.
And on the side of FiGURE05, there is Amont, Sky, Kaitz, Wave, and Election.
We've seen all those names. We've seen them in a bit different teams, a bit
Yes.
different rosters. But we know that Shocks has been named one of the best players, like the uppercomers, I would say.
By
But we
who?
know like by more than one player. IRIX has mentioned it. I think Husky as well. I don't want to say too much, but I think in Twitter I've seen people talk about him.
As long as he doesn't experience the situation that he had last season, where suddenly he would just sort of stop and would
Yeah.
have very bad games, like 3-4 in a row.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that opinion.
And as well, as you said, Amant and the boys, but Kaitz. Remember Kaitz from Season
Yes.
2? That up came in so handy in so many times for his team.
He's actually quite an explosive
Yeah,
player with
yeah.
the AVP, and hopefully, of course, again, we're going to see something along the lines of that as well. Now, one thing to note, if I understand correctly, both of these teams play a lot of Mirage and a lot of Train.
Yep, that is true.
So
that is true.
obviously, for Train, a lot as well is going to ride on the AVP battles.
Yeah, on the other side, Zenki. Remember as well, Zenki as well.
Yes.
Crazy good upper.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like playing a lot of Train and probably one of the two Mirage, either Train is definitely a map that we're going to see because it's for sure going to be someone's pick.
Yeah, well, from those maps like Mirage and Train, do you feel a Vertigo being like the third map maybe?
Yes,
That they're gonna ban like everything else and Vertigo is gonna stay and they're gonna be like, nice.
Yes.
Let's do it.
I feel like that could be the case here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully we get to see that map here today. I wouldn't be too sad to see Train. Train is always a pleasant sight to behold because it always shows who has prepared which side, and you can always
Very
tell.
team-based map.
Yeah, super team-based map, and you need good coordination, good timing, of course, as well as in any map. But pretty much a lot rides on the executions as to how you can fake A bomb site
Because
go
it's
B,
so
or
easy
even
to
go back.
over-rotate. It's so
Yes.
easy to over-rotate. It's very
And it's very
close.
punishing.
Yeah, exactly. It's very tough to get back into the sites once it's taken. But as well, let's call out maybe a few players here and there. Who do you think is going to perform inside the FiGURE05? Who do you think we need to look out for?
I'm actually going to stick with Kaitz.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Kaitz, even though perhaps to some Amont might be
Yeah.
an obvious choice. I'm going to give Kaitz this one, and I'm going to say that
That is
he's
true.
probably
That is
gonna
true. I
stand out.
also kind of want to go with the upper on the other side, like Zenki. I hope that
Okay.
he's going to be the one picking up the op, that nothing has changed during this like break that we had from Season 2.
I mean, there's been a lot of changes. Even the format changed, so
yeah.
perhaps someone else is holding the AVP for their team right now. But anyways, speaking about punishments and stuff, though,
We had one great one.
Yeah, we had a blast. Just fun times.
Yeah, in Facebook, there's like the clip. What was your reaction with the first time you saw
You know
it?
what was my true reaction about
Okay.
the video? I had the weirdest stuff ever. Right before the video was posted, 2 days ago, I was listening to the Doom soundtrack. So I was like, out of the nowhere, remember that there's a great Doom soundtrack that I
Yeah.
like to listen to. So I listened to that. And then suddenly you guys posted, not you guys, but
Yeah,
BSL.
someone from there.
Someone from the production team decides it's a good idea to post a Facebook video, a recap essentially of what happened during the punishment, where we ate super spicy, the spiciest ramen noodles in Europe. Can confirm, hella hot. And not a pleasant experience afterwards. So
Really? Was it like for me? It was fine. I was fine.
great. It wasn't for me. So they post a highlight where the background music is Doom. So
Yeah.
I hadn't listened to the Doom album for like a solid year or something. Suddenly I listened to it for 2 days, and they decided it's the perfect fitting music. So that's actually the thing that shocked me, because obviously the biggest shock was the experience of eating the spicy ramen noodles. Again, if anyone is going to be attending HyperTown, there is going to be a man there with his own booth who's going to be selling the stuff.
Yeah.
Eat at your own risk. Don't give it to children, and don't touch your face afterwards if you manage to touch the sauce.
Yeah,
from
if
the
you
spicy
touch it,
ramen.
because I didn't touch it, and I was touching my face all the time because it was
Yeah.
tough, and people are saying that like, don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah,
But we ate with
it's
the fork.
pretty bad. But our one of our production crew actually, like what, 5 days ago decided to give it a go with those ramen noodles.
Yeah.
And yeah, the WhatsApp messages that I got and the recorded voice messages were actually quite funny because all you could
Pull 'em
hear
out.
is just
Pull
like
'em out.
I don't recall the exact
Okay,
context of what
okay.
was said, so rather not. But still, well,
We need to predict, and we also need to figure out new punishments as well. I was asking on Twitter, but people were not too active about it. As well,
people
at
just-
MVTV, I wrote, and only like IRIX answered.
I think people
Malta.
really don't care about punishments. I think they want to see something else.
Okay. What do you suggest?
Well, perhaps instead of doing something bad to ourselves, perhaps we could do something good to someone else.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. We have an idea. So we're gonna do like that. We're gonna predict a game, and the loser is going to do a good deed. We're gonna have a video
In someone's
material of
favor,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so
I'm gonna check out the
we're
Veto.
getting the beeps in our ears that the video has come in. So let's have a look at
Okay.
what's up and what's.
Yes, Eagle. The Eagle has landed.
So what's with the maps?
They FiGURE05 banned Nuke. Okay.
Okay.
Good choice. Lamp banned
good.
Vertigo. What's up, Lamp?
Feels
We
bad,
wanted
man.
to see Vertigo. Sly as well wanted to see Vertigo, I bet. Then FiGURE05 picked Overpass. That is great because Overpass, I love that map.
Yay.
No, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. That's the same thing I said about noodles. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fine. It's
Yes.
gonna be fun. That was your
Yeah.
exact
Yeah.
quote.
Then we were talking a lot about Train. Lamp picked Train. So the second map is gonna be Train.
Okay, so Overpass, Train, and the decider is
Mirage, of course.
Shocking,
Right,
shocking
right.
revelation. Okay, so Overpass, Train, Mirage.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
What is gonna be your prediction for this one?
That's a tough one because
It is. I think it's gonna be 3 games.
actually I have no hard feelings losing this one because there's a good deed at the end.
Yeah,
So
So just go with your gut.
I think it's going to be a 2-1. I think FiGURE05 are going to come over
Okay.
on top of Lamp, so they're going to be winning this series with a 2-1.
2 against 1. Okay. I'm also gonna say 2 against 1. As I said, I think this has to be a 3 map game. We had all the time we had 2-0s on the stream at least.
Yeah, it's about time those
It's about
things
time.
start.
It's about time. Yeah, and for Lamp, they're gonna take this one 2-1. I have more hope in those players.
Okay, well, Amont and the boys know where you live.
Yeah.
After
Do
this
they?
stream. I'll
Do
send
they?
them your address.
Great. Thank you. Awesome. Yes. Now I do understand that. Okay. So we have our predictions. The players are slowly getting ready as well. You think AWP is going to play a big factor? Do you think it's going to be all the time picked up?
AVP has been a huge factor in overpasses for
Yeah.
a lot of the teams in
Exactly.
the world. So it's quite, it more depends on the game style of the actual team rather than anything else. In my opinion, AVP is a huge tool to use in overpass
Yeah.
because there's so many long distance engagements that you could get. Obviously, walk pick scenarios where you zoom in with the AVP, walk in, try to get that first pick, and regardless if the AVP lands the shot or it doesn't, your team explodes onto the site and so on. So I think it's a huge factor. And again, I will point out that Kayit was previously known to have very good results with the AVP. On the
Yeah,
other side,
yeah,
it was
very quick.
Zenki. If I recall correctly,
he's also
Shox-
practicing. He's already practicing with the AVP.
Yeah, I think Shox also picks it up from time to time.
Rarely. He was the guy who always in Cobblestone played in the drop zone, so he's like connector type player. He's always on rotations. He's always ready.
Well, enough about rotations. We are going to be jumping live here. So Lamp is going to start on the CD side here. On the other side, we are going to have a FiGURE05. So as you can see, the players are making their way towards the sites. Nothing too explosive just yet. It seems like a calm and
Zenki
collected
with the flash.
approach.
No, even without the flash, just pushes in, tries to go for the first peak. And does not get lucky yet, as well as FiGURE05. They're pretty slow. They're pretty slow. Do you like this in the first round? I think terrorists have like the upper hand if they rush in the first round.
Yes and no. I mean, it depends what they try to achieve. You can see
Yeah.
the bomb is still connector, so they're just basically waiting for Lamp to push and to see if it's not uncommon for the players on the CD side in the first round to push into middle or perhaps even with the flash over towards that monster area to push there. So FiGURE05 are just making sure nobody is doing any extensive pushes, and it looks like they push from the side of FiGURE05.
Yeah,
He's
but
going to commence now.
Kals is now moving closer towards the middle position as Shox as well. He is ready. There's going to be two
I'm going to
players
stay
only
closer to
defending.
his doom because he's about to go down in 3, 2,
2,
1. Not going down.
Almost perfect timing, but can they?
Best timing ever.
Yes, Shox. Let's see if he. Oh, Kalsa, he's gonna get the election now. Shox pushing. Oh, instantly the headshot there. 2 more players pushing forward. Doesn't seem like it's an issue for Shox as he gets the second one, but will go down to Ament, and now it's gonna be 2 against 4 scenario. CTs have already rotated. The bomb has been dropped, and all the information's in the hands of Lambs right now.
Yeah, exactly. Wave has managed to retrieve the bomb and also has a USB 2 flashbangs in his hand. So still, they could do something with this, but Zenki is already close on the rotation, heading towards that connector, and he's going to hear the players just now, already preparing to take them on. As the first peek comes through, and Amat with that strafe there just throws off the aim of Zenki. Now they're going to be making their way towards that B bomb site where Dex is going to greet them. He spotted the player already heading over. Now he's trying to push forward with the help of his teammate Bitcher. And in the meantime, the flank now, Amat somehow finds Dex. Wave finds Bitcher here. Kalsa's position is definitely known right now, and he's in a 1-against-2 situation with his back turn is going to go down. So
what was that? As I said, Lamp had all the information. They had everything in their house. This is crazy.
I really don't understand how everything basically played off of the fact that Ament managed to find the player coming out from connector, in short. And then afterwards, it was sort of easy game. But it also, I do feel like that Kalsa on that flank was just slightly too slow.
Yeah. He kind of was in that scenario. But let's see, can Lamp now strike back as they have decided to go all together, all in toilets?
Zenki, well.
Yeah, of course. He has backup. He has 3 players behind him. Even if he misses, the bullets are going to rain through.
Do you think these players, if they miss with the Zeus, also scream like little girls, like I do usually?
I think there is some frustration. There has to be some frustration.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I like the fact that Ament at the moment is playing alone, letting his team move around the map, gather information. He has been quite flashy, at least in the first round. I want to see if that continues. Because as well, sometimes you win that first round, you get like those 4K or 3K, and you just feel so good about yourself, and it kind of like drops off from then.
Yeah.
Like you peaked in the first round.
Well.
Okay, Zenki, good position, because someone go there.
No,
I want to see it.
They're just going to make their way towards B because Ament hasn't heard anything just yet. Of course, these doors
Shox
opening
is jumping
now.
up and down. Shox is in B side. He's always jumping up and down. It should have been Ament hearing at least one player there.
This is a great play coming out from FiGURE05. So they waited for any sort of pushes afterwards, made sure that they don't hear much happening towards B, and also still one player remain in middle. Now coming into this side, finally they managed to take care of Shox. Delection already staying on the flank here, making sure they cannot really be backstabbed, and he's going to spot a few of these Lamp players now. Gets the first one, looking for that follow-up, gets a few shots in. No real kill happening just now, as the bomb, of course, being already planted. And at this point, for the CD side, it's great if they can obtain a weapon or something, but yeah, they can't really do much here right now.
Good job for FiGURE05. Kayitz, although on 4 HP, still is alive, so there's a huge chance all of the players are going to save their weapons, meaning that they probably won't like rebuy.
Delection is tempted.
And there are 2 players in that connector, so even if he kills one, the second one should instantly...
He's going to check it 100% as Dex now missing his shots, and the Delection even gets the Bitcher there on the stairs as well. So Zenki, last man standing with the MAC-10 that he did so manage to retrieve. Happy days, but FiGURE05 2 rounds in the lead.
I want to see how much FiGURE05 are now going to buy up. We can see their money. They have more than enough to buy up the AKs, but we can see Delection, he's staying with the UMP. There's still 2 MAC-10s. Aim instantly goes, of course, for the AK. On the other side, 1 MAC-10 on Zenki. So he still has some money in the bank, so it could be AWP coming up later.
Yeah,
if he gets lucky with the MAC-10.
Definitely, I'm pretty sure that's what he's preparing for, but are they prepared for a B push coming out from FiGURE05 here? The flashbangs are already coming over. Dex has opened things up by getting Sky there, and now playing around the smoke. He's going to be quickly taken care of. Bitcher, though, has returned to favor. Gets the Dinkin. What?
Why did he decide to push? He gets one, but he goes down to aim and leaving the situation 3-on-3, and FiGURE05 quickly realize that they need to regroup and rethink this push. It was good job for Dex. He got one, but then he got over anxious as he was trying to play around the smoke. He gave himself up way too easily.
Yeah, and for FiGURE05, even though they have Amon sitting on 14 health here, it's not really a disadvantageous position, because in a 3-on-3 situation here on Overpass, for the terrorists, as long as they just need to wait, because what will happen is one of the CTs will either overextend his lead, probably will push, as you can see here, so Wave finds Zenki, and then afterwards, chances are the players are split between
This is
sides.
huge potential, huge possibility for Shocks to get this round back, get 2 kills, and save the A side from disruption. No, and he's gonna do it! Kite had no idea the guy's there. They pulled out, was it knife or was it grenade? It's gonna be only now Wave remaining with 100 HP. Shocks way too over eager to peek in, but he drops him down to 22 HP. A leaving situation for Khalsa quite easy.
I'm pretty sure Wave does not suspect for Khalsa to be here already in Banana where he will be greeted. So Khalsa is looking to see if Wave will go down into Underpass here and he's actually going to meet him.
Or is he gonna backstab him?
Oh, this could play out super awkwardly, but goes in favor of Khalsa here. So the timing worked out for Lamp there. For FiGURE05, very rude mistake of not checking that corner.
Yeah, exactly. And as well, Shocks, good thing that he kept his cool. Everything was fine. Was not too crazy about...
Were you expecting him to drop the guns and go fists out?
I was expecting for FiGURE05 to check the corner.
Yeah, that's also what I was expecting. So, okay, so AVP out for Zenki as you predicted. Happy days. Hopefully your overall prediction goes bad.
Oh, thank you very much. That is glass cannon. That is glass cannon. That could be pretty tough for him. Although his position is quite okay. He can instantly back off. But in this scenario as well, even if he backs off, if he tries to run away, he needs to run towards left side, towards short. Then someone could push out from connector. So that the second player, he's kind of stuck playing with Zenki. So it means that Zenki cannot be alone at any point.
Yeah.
With the glass cannon, and let's see as they're pushing middle, the flash comes through. The pre-fire does not hit. And now players pushing towards long, and I think this guy as well. Oh. Great reaction. Great reaction.
Wasn't there blood spatter on the wall?
It sometimes happens. The wall splattered the blood.
Get CSGO again.
Get CSGO.
Okay, well, FiGURE05 players have made it towards the A long now, as Zenki is trying to get a shot through
Almost
the smoke
got the
there.
timing a bit too quick, because there are 4 players now pushing towards.
Shock's really also not willing to risk it. He's going to just stay in that corner there. Theoretically, he could go for a push in that situation, but they don't have any information where the players are. They're going to be exploding onto the site now as Zenki goes.
Of course, he goes huge. 3 already. Can he get one more? He's still 93 HP, but he has no armor. And he managed to do so much, but now from short and from long, the players coming forward. Zenki has to survive the rotation. Is quite slow from his teammates. Only one's going to be there. Oh, he misses the shot. The player towards long. He's not even going to push. FiGURE05, they need to go in as a team. The flash comes through. This is not a good situation for FiGURE05, although Ayman, he's going to find one. Almost finds Zenki, as now Zenki gets the 4th one. Can he get the ace clutch? There's only Ayman now remaining, and will the no-scope! Zenki
hit him with the no-no.
Yes. 2-2 Lamp, they bring this one back. That was glass cannon, and those were 5 kills.
Just disgusting stuff coming out from Zenki. Okay, well, he showed he's probably playing the AVP this season.
Yeah. Oh, he does.
I would be surprised if we would find out afterwards just that he picked it up at random, or it was a misbuy.
Misbuy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could happen. Zenki now maybe too crazy about this, as one more time with the up tries to push forward. There's going to be now Shocks. 1 headshot. Can he get more? The MP5 gets 2 kills. The Sky is going to get killed back. So now 4v2. But CTs are already cornering in FiGURE05, and there is no hope for terrorists in this round.
I'm sort of surprised as to why FiGURE05 so far have decided to play with such a slow pace. I mean, this round should be the round where they try to go for a faster one if they want to change the
fast B, or is it that doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. Like, just change the pace of the game, because Lamp obviously are starting to feel comfortable with the fact of how FiGURE05 are approaching their rounds, so they need to start to throw them off rhythm.
Yeah.
And is this a fast B push?
Definitely feels like it. All 5 players there, the flashes come through. They're waiting, they're expecting. But Lamp as well, they're also expecting this kind of a push. They instantly push towards short. They kind of neutralize any kind of possibility that anyone from connector and or from monster right here can push in.
Well, on the CD side, it's very important for you, if you have good spawns and you have the opportunity, you need to secure B short. If you can do it relatively safely, you should always definitely do so, because obviously it cuts out a lot of path for the terrorist team. Yeah,
but that does not matter for FiGURE05, as they're still pushing towards short. There's not going to be anyone there. Bitcher together with his teammates, with Khalsa, and there's 3 players towards B. All of them go towards defensive positions. Now the grenades coming through. The set play from FiGURE05. Can they do it? Khalsa instantly gets spotted. Wave's going to get him. They're pushing forward. Sky gets one. Sky gets the second one as well. And that leaves only 2 CT players here, as now they need to retake the B side, but that doesn't seem possible. Zenki with AWP. Shocks with the AUG. What's going to happen next?
All right, it was a clean push. Obviously, the flashbangs helped a lot as Wave was entering the site there. So, good job coming out from FiGURE05, even though I'm not a fan of this slow approach. Like, if they continue doing this, it's Lamp just gonna start playing completely defensively and just wait them from the sites and are gonna sit in anti-flash positions and just gonna flash them themselves when they explode onto the site. So, FiGURE05, please pace it up a bit, though.
Do you think Kais needs to pick up the op?
Huh?
Do you think Kais needs to pick up the op? Or will that slow the game even more?
It's a bit risky now, because like if he picks up the AVP, I mean, chances are they'll even slow down more.
Yeah.
If they go for some sort of fast play, then he's gonna probably go just head into middle, see if he can like just fire a shot. There we go, not shot a shot, but fire a shot, just to show some presence, and then he can afterwards come back towards B. But that does mean that FiGURE05 players would be taking the site 4.
Yeah, but as well, they need somehow figure out how to deal with Zenki. Zenki is controlling middle quite well at the moment, and his rotations as well. Well, if he could have get that ace clutch, then he can do a lot more.
How did Bitcher get Sky without being punished for it? He took no damage.
Yeah, as you said, the slowness, what now FiGURE05 are showing that they're playing this slow, it's not helping.
Yeah, I'm also slightly afraid that Lamp are starting to overpush their boundaries here as Wei will find Carlson now, trying to go away, gets the follow-up here as well, doesn't expect the third player to be there, so Dex is going to take him down, but good job from Wave. Second of all, Lamp definitely threw that position out the window. Completely unnecessary play. They already had the first kill, so why push for more?
Yeah. As I said, well, these are a bit different rosters. I don't know if they really feel like...
Tomato.
Yeah, the same. Okay, Shoxy gets one. Still 2 more players pushing. Gonna be 2 AKs now. It's doable. As the election now pushes in, did he hear Shox? I don't think he heard him. So Shox, very good position. Will he be checked? He will be checked, but he's going to be the one who's going to get the kill. And now Ament as well. That was way too easy.
And Shox obviously as well, eager to get those kills, even pre-firing there on that last one. Obviously understanding that the second player is going to be there just behind the corner. So 4 against 3 so far. So for FiGURE05, they have a 2-round lost bonus in their favor.
Yeah.
So... not entirely bad news for them, but of course...
You know what's bad news for them? Kait has 0 kills.
Yeah.
The guy that you called out.
Yeah.
Well, the guy that I called out, Zenki, you see 6 kills, so...
It's a surprise.
He's just waiting out. He's just waiting out, yeah.
Yeah, he's making sure that Lamp will believe that they got this in the bag, and then he's got to be like, huh?
Yeah. As well, I need to remember who was it who picked Overpass quickly. Overpass was picked by FiGURE05. Yeah. Well, at the moment, what would you say, like, was 10-5 kind of map in the score?
Between these two?
In general, like CT should get 10 rounds and then Terrorists get 5 rounds.
You are the man who thinks this is CT-sided.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can we still, like, always turn on cricket sounds whenever MV speaks? It would be nice.
No, it wouldn't be nice.
You
can now cast solo. I will relax.
Radio cast. Remember those?
Yeah, those were good ones.
Well, as FiGURE05 do not want to speed things up, we have gone down to the 44th second here in this round, as it is a 5v5 so far, and we are looking to see what new stuff will they bring to the table, as it does look like to be an A execution. Shox, of course, is waiting here in the bathrooms. He hears the players throwing the grenades out. Actually, it's going to be a fake towards A and a quick rotation towards B, and the fake hasn't worked here, but Ament has found Shox here, is going to be pushing towards that A side, and now definitely pulls a rotation from the B, but the players towards B now made too much noise, so Dex sticks around, sees the players. Bitcher already opened things up. Now Sky is able to follow up here. Dex still alive, and a huge threat gets 3 here.
There's no way that even worked out. Okay, and he's gonna get away for a while, but probably not for long. That was crazy. When I saw that position from Dex, I was sure that he's gonna die.
Yeah, especially seeing that the players are starting to wrap around, but he did manage to scoot just behind the corner in time to get a few kills there. So yes, as you pointed out, Kait's going, well, he doesn't get the 007 there. He has 2 assists, so I guess he's doing something.
Yeah. He has had some impact.
Feels bad, man, though.
It does, because I predicted that Lamp is going to win, and it just looks like it. Well, of course, you gave one map to Lamp as well, so...
Yeah, this is the map that they pick up.
Okay. Their pick? Oh, no, this was FiGURE05 pick. Really think that... No.
I don't think FiGURE05 are going to be in the best of moods if they lose this one, though.
They're not going to be in the best of moods, and as well, but they still have a chance next week.
Also, please elaborate why Amont has forced bide here.
Well, he needs to show a good... he's a role model for his team, and he showed that I can do everything in every single round.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk anymore. That's it. That, of course, is a good joke, but very unpleasant. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Okay. Well, nobody cares how you feel. So let's just watch the match further on here as FiGURE05 are going to be making their way towards the side. Sky looking for that entry with the deagle in hand. Won't find anything just yet. Only now the smoke being deployed towards the bathroom. So it looks like LAM players are suspecting that someone might be there.
Yeah, and they're now pushing in with the Deagles, with the Glocks, and they're gonna get two. They're looking. Nope. It's Shocks who gets the answer. It felt a bit promising for FiGURE05, and they are even gonna plant the bomb. Oh, he could have gone for the plant. Amont.
And now that AK is wasted money.
Is it though?
Well, I perhaps have jumped the gun too soon here. Now he does have a chance in this 1v3, but very quickly Kaisa, Carlos, excuse me, together with Dex, Dex helping out with that friendly flashbang, will take care of that. So, well, he got the plant. They have the money. They have the lost round bonus heading their way.
Yeah.
AVP out for Kaitz. Is this
Finally
the tide changer?
But they're still gonna play slow. So is it really gonna change anything? But it's not the problem about the weapons. The problem is about how they at the moment approach every round.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think the stagnated is the stagnativeness from this team.
Well, hopefully Kai is now checking towards B, but as well, you can see the Lamp, they're not, they kind of realize that can happen.
Ooh, Zenki gets the leg shot onto Delection there as Delection was jumping over to cross back from the swing.
And as they get the leg shot, they get back. They get back into safety. They haven't even pushed B, so they don't have too much information about it, but they haven't given away information as well.
FiGURE05 looking at the radar probably are hoping or wishing that you could plant the bomb in base.
Yeah, exactly. And we see this every round now. So FiGURE05 really needs to
it's fine. I never wanted to go home anyway. It's fine.
And I said
they can take their time. 3 games and all overtimes.
New record incoming.
Yes. Okay,
why not?
Well, on a serious note here, though, FiGURE05 are making a solid attempt at pushing towards B here. Now, they've made quite the commotion right now, so they're going to be setting up for yet another set play, and I think they got this in the bag. Can Lamp stop them as they're going to be tricking onto the side here? Way will open things up, and Sky is able to follow up. Bitcher, though, still alive, doesn't notice the player in the waters there, so it is going to be a 3 against 2 situation. Shocks and Zenke on full HP, both have defuse kit and plenty of utility.
Yeah, complete deja vu from the last time FiGURE05 took the B site. As well, Sky gets 2 way with the first entry. Everything played out just the same way as last time, but now 3v2 scenario, and Zenki with that up. Even though he needs only 1 shot, he still needs to find enemies, and they're hiding pretty well. There's players towards short, 2 players towards ramp. So even if they find those 2 players near Monster and the site, the player from short can really surprise them. And here, Sky, he gets the 3rd one as well. Zenki, just go and save.
Yeah, Zenki needs to save 100% at this point. Obviously, no time to defuse the bomb. He's still hoping for some sort of exit frag, but it's just simply not happening. So FiGURE05 have managed to put up the 4th round on the board here. Well, definitely not looking like it so far in terms of them picking up this map, but perhaps the CT side is the side that they've super practiced on and just forgot about the T side.
Maybe.
I mean, they have set plays. It's not all that bad. They just need to do it a bit faster.
Yeah, and not give too many rounds back to Lamp. I want to see what Lamp are going to do now, because FiGURE05 only at first won 2 rounds in a row. Now, all the other times they have only won 1 round and gave the round back. So here, Lamp, what's their plan? They have a player towards middle, they have a player towards connector, and more so, they're really focusing on that B. All the time, 3 players are there. You can see as well, short has been taken. But FiGURE05, they don't get this information. They won't get it because they're not pushing.
Yeah, they're just staying in base all the time, so it's very hard for them to approach each round. They have 0 clue about where, who, what is, what's happening on the map, where the AVP is, and so on. And because they're playing in such a slow pace, it always runs the risk that you're running your time so slow here now with that flashbang. Even though Shocks wasn't flashed, Wave didn't come out on top in that engagement. Was left though alive with 4 HP only.
Yeah, what are the chances that Zenki is gonna get a kill here?
He actually pushes forward here and is gonna play the edge of the smoke game. So that's a one shot and done. Flashbang comes through. He didn't take the shot.
Nope. The flash came through. He instantly ran away. Kind of good idea.
I mean, I would have taken the shot.
Yeah,
I think it's worth at that point. Anyway, you see the flashbang come through. Just get your timing right. He was ready to dip back into the smoke. Now he's already inside here. He's going to spot Delection and very quickly takes care of him. Now that flashbang over the truck is gonna...
Smoke wall is crazy. He can't see anything. He has some information, but the Molotov pushed him away. I like the usage from of grenades from FiGURE05. This is great. They managed to plant a bomb, and they even managed to find Bitcher Kite with the finally he comes
Welcome
up.
to the scoreboard.
Yeah, that is true. That is the first kill for Kite. As now Kalsa has the info. He has the info. Can he get the... Oh, that was way too quick. Aima's not going to be happy about that one.
Yeah, that's, well, it's a pretty default position. Zenki, though, here, a crucial shot that he misses, and Sky is able to instantly take him down now, and this makes it so much more difficult for the CT side, as Dex sitting on 17 HP. Even Kait takes him down with the AVP now, and Kalsa forced to push forward here. He's going to get Kait. That's the AVP down, so...
He has no kit, he has no time, and he doesn't see Sky. As no Sky is pushing forward. Oh, and he's going to even get it 6-5. FiGURE05, they get it back. And I really want to commend their usage of grenades. Like, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
the way
so
they made the smoke wall and everything.
They definitely also used the Molotovs correctly. They're trying to push out anyone who could potentially be sitting behind those smokes as well. And just in general, a solid job, but still too slow. I mean, too slow in the beginning because you have literally no information, so you can just run into a stack at one point.
Yeah, but I like the fact that FiGURE05 they constantly are using these set plays. Even though they don't work out, they look forward to it. They do almost all the time the same things. Hopefully, maybe after a while it's gonna work out. But for Lamp, I think they're also gonna kind of try catch on to it.
Yeah,
so it's not be too crazy to stop them.
That 5th round that FiGURE05 won, that is obtained that 5th point for their side, has forced Lamp onto an economical round here. So they are slightly stacked here. So FiGURE05 might be potentially walking into their doom. Is this their doom, though?
Well, you tell me. The first, and that's the pistol kill.
And Eamon is confused because nobody's re-peeking. He's going to spot the first player there. And hello, surprise, Merry Christmas, as there are 2 more players there and 2 more to follow up on that one. So FiGURE05 quickly realizing that after losing 2 players that they need to fall out from that position very quickly. As Sky now will find Shocks, and he's lucky that Shocks didn't have any other weaponry in his hand but just a USB. So Dex and Bitcher are going to stick together here. Obviously, Bitcher is going to pick up that AK, and Dex should be able to find that second weapon wherever that was. Hopefully.
Yeah. The bomb spot, it doesn't look like they're going to retake. They're happy with it. They have 2 AKs. They have 2 AKs here, so they're going to save those. And it looks like it could be even possible. They could even catch out Delection.
Theoretically, yes.
Or he could catch out that.
Did collect? I think he just heard someone.
But he's checking the other side, and he's being checked Dex. He's more than ready for it.
And get ready to play the saddest and smallest violin in the world. There we go. Delection goes down as Dex finds yet another kill here.
Good job.
That was his first in this one.
Yeah.
So 3 kills on a full economical round.
Perfect.
And 2 AKs saved, and even a Molotov picked up on Bitcher there. I would say worth.
Yeah. No, this was a great round for Lamp. Giving away the 6 rounds, the game's tied up. I still think Lamp have the advantage. And this is how many rounds in a row? 3 rounds in a row for FiGURE05, so they have finally done it. Let's see if Lamp can break him now.
Here's the true question. If this is FiGURE05's pick, do Lamp have any set plays on the T side, or they're just going to wing it and go for fast plays?
Well, looking at the players, I sure hope they do. Because Bitcher, he has been part of one of the strongest Estonian teams in Season 2 as well.
Yeah.
So I think they should have at least something prepared, maybe some defaults, but those could work out really well with those players.
Yes. Well, Sky now in short here. He's going to put that grenade.
I think he missed, right? Does that hit? Or does it hit like the
players
players on their sides?
To hit the player that's going to jump
Yeah.
check.
Yeah. Now I get it. This time around, at least FiGURE05, they have grabbed the control of B short and are being pretty aggressive as well towards here. Monster, but that's Dex. He finds one. Aimant, unfortunately for Dex, is going to find him.
Well, now Bitcher looking towards short here, is not spotting anyone just yet, but there's a player just behind that smoke. So
Are they pushing towards B? Where's the bomb? With Kai, it's moving towards middle. So they're gonna hope the Delection is gonna find some entries.
Yeah, it's a slow, long rotation here. I don't think Lamp are gonna change their setup at all here. They're just gonna remain where they are. Question is though, Zenki, can you get these 2 kills?
As well, Shox is baiting. So when Shox takes the first shot or shows himself here, Zenki has all the time in the world and all the resources to get those kills.
Yeah, he even goes for a paw flash there, and Zenki gets 1. Kaids does manage to get that return frag. Now Shox will find Sky in the bathrooms and even gets Amant as well, leaving only Kaids alive.
That was so controlled, it felt like such a right thing to do, even though it was like risky to push.
No, I don't think so. It was a well-timed push. You obviously see that the execution needs to happen now if they're going to be heading towards A, because otherwise they won't have simply enough time. So that's exactly when they throw the pop flash, just to check what's happening on A long. And you can see they managed to find an entry there. And even though Kai's did stay alive in that situation very quickly, 2 more players went down on their side. So FiGURE05 sitting on 6 rounds, Lamp on 7 here as Bitcher heading towards that headshot position towards the B.
The pistols are coming out towards the B side. They're all in short tunnels. Okay, let's see. A shot. There's so many people now going towards that position. Dex is ready. Shox is ready. This is going to be spray down. 1 person spray down. The flash comes through. The timing. Shox, he finds 1 and instantly moves back. And this is just a cleanup for Lamp. Completely no problem. That is such a great spray transfer for Kalsa.
What sensitivity is he using? That looks a lot.
Yeah, that could be the case, because there are some players who use still. Yes, some people like really like to play with small sensitivity, with huge sensitivity. I don't know. Who was it? Like Knight, right?
Yeah, Knight was one of the guys that was continuously just shaking his mouse around.
Yeah, yeah. But it works. They're here. They're almost in the playoffs.
Almost. Not yet, though.
Not yet. Let's see. This time around, 2 players towards B, 2 players towards Connector, 1 towards Playground, and mostly towards middle. But as well, no information gained, and it's all about Lamp here as well. Shox, he's probably gonna surprise Sky here. Will he though? The timing. Sky, he's still ready. He's still waiting. Will he turn it out at any point?
CS works in magical ways now. A Shox will peek at the correct time and will find Sky. I just love the fact that we have X-ray on this stuff just to see what actually happens during your matches.
How ridiculous it is.
Yeah, sometimes it's just completely comical as to in this situation as well. I just feel like the stars were not aligned with your path in life.
Yeah, Zenki, even without the op, managed to find a kill towards long with the aggression. Kalsa as well. Oh, this now all about Lamp. They're gonna get probably gonna get 9th round on the board. 9-6. Do you think it's a good score
for Lamp?
For Lamp, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very good score for Lamp.
Great. Then FiGURE05 is gonna be tough on CT side. Oh, Shox. Both of these kills that he has gotten in these rounds have been just perfect, the best timings of all time.
You know what's sad about this last round? They died 1 by 1.
Yeah,
that's what's sad about it.
Do you think that that's gonna pick their team apart? Somewhat.
I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of hard to say. Like, okay, so I'm just curious. What the hell are they talking about the whole round?
Yeah.
Like, because you're not looking for information, so you're not talking about what you hear or see that much. Is everyone just like JDMing their chairs at home and, lean back?
No, I feel like they just try to remain calm at all costs.
Well, nobody's going to be calm on B bomb site now, as Lamp are just making their way into the site very freely here. The players from FiGURE05 are all in B short here. What's happening as Sky finds Wave? And excuse me, my voice line.
Yeah, how did this work? 3 players remaining for the T side. Lamp, they're gonna find finally a kill, second one as well, but that leaves only Kalsa alive. And he's cornered in on the other side of the site, but as they're trying to push forward, he's gonna get 2 headshots, looking for the third one as well. No! Amant is gonna deny him, and he himself is gonna get 3 kills and the clutch for FiGURE05.
Oh, that was so close and such a good attempt from Kalsa as well. I almost felt it, but I feel like he was just over shaky in that last one.
Yeah. That could be the case. And as well, we pointed out the players from like side Lamps like Zenki, but no, it's all about Shox and Kalsa, 18 and 14 kills. Huge props to them. And the guy who we haven't seen on the top of the scoreboard, Sky.
Yeah.
14 kills for him, 15 for Amant. So they're doing pretty good, pretty even situation on both sides.
So on the CD side now, knowing that the terrorists are playing on pistols, they actually decide to go forward and go aggressive just to check these corners, but slightly ludicrous scenario in my opinion, going in such a close distance with the M4 in hand so early in the round.
Yeah, and as well, they with Glocks choose to go towards long, whereas where the distance is very very huge, not too easy to hit the shots with the weapon. But Ament, will he be late to the party? He was jumping up and down, but he could miss it. Although none of the players are heading towards long, they're going into toilets. Who's going to be the first one to react there? There is Kayit there with the MP9. Let's see if this is going to work out. Ament still trying to spot someone. Did he spot the head? No, he didn't. It's going to be called Kayit with 2 as Bicher is going to get him. And Ament finds only 1 as the Deagle from Karls is going to take him down. Now 1v2.
Oof.
1v2, it's still doable, especially with this kind of a name.
Very doable, but needs to change his position quickly. He actually could go for a bank push here.
Yeah. Should he pick up the bomb? He can still back off. There's so many things he can do, and there's still weapons to be picked up in the site.
I think he can just play time here and just wait and see if he can hear one of the FiGURE05 players either running away towards B or checking.
He's not picking up the M4 on the left side from Ayman that he killed. On the left side there is M4. He has MP9 and stock. He's still believing in himself with the Deagle. Can he get the timing right? He can go right behind both of them. I think. Oh, that was close. That was close. He gets wave. There is player in the bank. I think. Yeah, this is very doable if he would have gotten the first kill.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm slightly confused with this round. Well, with the end of the round there, it's hard to say. Of course, obviously everyone has their own logic as to how they approach clutch situations, so I will not judge that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I do think it could have been played out slightly differently.
Yeah, the M4. I was more angry about that. The fact that he didn't pick it up because he had all the info.
Okay, well, a lot of flashbangs being used in the middle right now, so FiGURE05 definitely know that there is a strong mid presence coming out from Lamp here. As they're making their way towards A long, there's going to be a 3-man group with Zenke still staying behind in middle, checking to see if someone is going to try and push there. In the meantime, Ayman there in the bathrooms, just chilling, just watching my wall.
he's getting ready for this push. I think Lamp, they have somehow this idea that they need to take the like toilet control. It's a good plan, and if they do so, they're gonna find 2 enemy players there.
Yeah.
So Aemons, even though you're just staring, you need to be ready. But there's gonna be Kayit here. Oh, he goes down, pushing forward. No way, Karls and Zenke. They instantly find both of them. That is A side almost open. There's still Delection waiting there with the UMP. The Molotov gets dropped down. He's already burning 28 HP, and he's down. That is Lamp. They take control of the side. They're going to plant the bomb, and probably they're going to win this round.
And Zenke even manages to find Wave somewhere there. So Sky, last man standing there, of course, forced to save in this situation. The money for FiGURE05 is bad, to say the least.
Yeah. But as well, this is going to be the first round they're going to give away in this half.
Yes, but they don't have any lost round bonus. Therefore, they're probably going to be on pistols.
So we're saying 11-8 is guaranteed?
Probably.
11-8. That still seems fine, and I like the fact that this game is this close. And we don't see we see mistakes from FiGURE05 that they were slow and going in 1 by 1, but everything else, quite well thought rounds all the time with the set plays, with the smokes. At any point, it seems like Lamp at least have it in control when they're winning the rounds.
Yeah, well, Lamb seemed very convincing so far, I must say, playing on a map that is not your pick.
Yeah.
Unless they have it as a pick of their own, perhaps somewhere, just the fact that they didn't pick it first doesn't mean anything here.
Yeah.
And also, so far, on the T side, I could definitely retract my previous statement of saying that they might potentially not have something, because they for sure have a prepared terrorist side. They have a clear idea as to what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to put the grenades, and so on and such. So, all the good shabam that you need. And on the side of FiGURE05, they have decided to go for a forced buy this round. So, it's very crucial for them. Delection here might... feels bad, man.
He could have gotten 2.
Yeah.
To play the connector on the other one, but no, Dex, he's going to find it. Aemons with the P250, he gets 1. Almost gets second one as well, dropping down Karls to 8 HP.
So how did he get the dink there on him? Now he's going to be just burned alive. It's again Sky, last man standing. He's going to be on this BB bomb side in a 1v4. Is this realistic?
No.
I think so too.
And now Caster Curse comes through and Sky just goes huge.
I mean, yes, great. Yes, please.
Yeah, why not?
It would just.
We love those
it
highlights.
would definitely wake up FiGURE05. Because they're sleeping.
Yeah, yeah, that as well. But as well, like I think this is such a great time to like play the game, and as well you should be prepared. All your day has like ended. Sky, oh, I already thought for a second there.
Yeah, I started to believe, and then that happened. So this is a great angle. I've never seen an angle like this.
Yeah, thank you, our observer, he worked so hard to get all of these cinematic great transitions.
It was actually our admin. Yes, it was our geckos.
Okay, well, then at least our observer is pressing the right buttons.
Ah, okay, well, great then. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Geckons, and thank you for pressing the right buttons.
Yes. So we can see what's on our screens. Please don't turn it off.
Yes. Okay, 4 players in the middle from FiGURE05. Of course, that is an eco. I want to see if Lamp, will they get picked apart? Because we saw before, Lamp, they did get a great economical round, getting 3 kills, saving 2 AKs. Maybe this as well is possible.
Theoretically can be done, but it does look like that Lamp definitely have a more
Shocks. Okay, now he spots him.
Yeah.
Just shoot. Just shoot, man. He's there. You just spotted the leg.
I think he knows that there's still something up with that corner, so he's just waiting for these pushes. You can see FiGURE05 players that are actually offering themselves as human sacrifice, as Shocks has managed to find 2. Bitcher finds 2 as well, but Zenki, not that lucky there.
Okay, I have to say it. I'm very impressed by the way Sky is playing at the moment. Let's see if he gets this one. Oh no, he won't. If he would have said that AK would have been huge, but as well, props to Sky. At the moment, top fragging for his team. Oh no, not Amans with 17, he himself with 16, but still on top of the scoreboard.
Yeah.
But you can see that their kills are not the same as on side of Lamp. On
also,
Lamp, everyone is doing the job.
Like, the election has been really quiet.
Yeah. Kai's kind of got back when they pick up the op.
Perhaps they're like me and they just are mentally blocked on a certain map.
On which map are you blocked? On this one?
No, it's actually a different one. Everyone knows that. I hate Mirage. It's like a complete mental block for me. I don't know. I just hate the map.
Oh, then it's bad. Then it's bad if you can't play all the maps. In Overpass as well.
I can. I just hate it.
So you're not gonna enjoy it. Okay.
Yes.
So you're not gonna enjoy casting it as well, then, yeah?
Mirage?
Yeah. It was Decider. Next one is Train.
Let's just not talk about it.
Not yet. We still don't know if there's going to be 3 maps or just 2 maps.
Well, Lamp here are very widespread on the map, and I think what they're trying to achieve here is, of course, first gather information. Second of all, Kaids does manage to find Shocks here.
Yeah.
So that's bad news for Lamp, but all they need to do is just group up and push one side together.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing as FiGURE05. Maybe they're maybe a bit more aggressive towards like peeking these corners and contesting like long and short.
See, Dex,
but they're still slow.
Dex, not. I don't know. I don't like this play. Like the fact that you are alone and your both teammates are already in connector and you go for a peek. In that situation, you're offering yourself completely to the opponent team. So it all goes down on the shoulders of the opponent to see if they can pick him up in that situation, and then it's basically a round in the bag. Lamp though have been slowed down significantly here, as now Amant will find the first action and looking for the follow-up. Still somehow Bitcher comes out on tap, and what? Yeah. Lost my
7 seconds, 5 seconds remaining. They're gonna find a kill and they're gonna go for plant just in time. I think that they made it just in time. Yep, last second plant.
Sick stuff happening now as Dex will go down to the election here, and Zenki and Bitcher left in a 2 versus 3. Now Bitcher doesn't have the health to contest this one, and Zenki absolutely needs to get the first kill here.
Oh, he misses as they were shoulder pick. Oh, what? Double! He almost got the double. They're only Bitcher now already, but he's going for the save.
I'm pretty sure he screamed the same fashion. Like, how was that not a double kill?
Yeah, and as well, like I think server lagged before, like when they were pushing in. Okay. There was a small lag. I hope that the next one wasn't the problem. Like that shot was as well not like laggy.
Or
missing.
Yeah, like no reg.
That would be awful if that was the case. But okay, 12-9, FiGURE05, they get their round back after a 3-round loss streak. Loss bonus for both sides is the same. Now there's a well, the money situation for Lamp, I think they'll still be able to buy next round. Guys has to be careful, even with the op.
Bitcher just playing with his life there.
Yeah. He saw the player. He know that he threw a grenade on it and on him, the player, and he wasn't even moving Kayitz at that stage. So very risky from both players.
Well, in the meantime, well, the bomb is still towards Connector from the terrorist point of view. So right now, all they're doing is trying to bait FiGURE05 into some sort of a push or a peek towards their positions, just to see if they can get the entry. And if they can, obviously Shox will be able to very quickly rotate. Other than that, Bitcher also is still relatively near to the bomb if he makes his way back from Connector, but he has managed to clear all of that. So Bitcher is passing information that nobody's in Connector. They're sitting in sights, as obviously he doesn't spot anyone in Banana as well. Shox didn't see
no
anyone
fast
towards the middle.
rotations.
So they will have to go for a set push here. Otherwise, the CTs are just not really giving themselves up, which is the correct play, being in the position of FiGURE05 right now. There's no reason for them to give themselves risk with
There's a looking monster. They have a crossfire. Even the smoke comes down. 30 seconds remaining, so they will have to push through the smoke to get this one work. It's going to be Sky with two. Sky looking for the third one as well, as they're just spraying through the smoke. And it completely stops Lamp in their tracks. Everyone goes down.
Complete meat grinder coming out from FiGURE05 here, and a very pleasant sight to behold. So they are gambling more on the fact that they can just take on Lamp, and I do think that they're going to continue with this approach with without having like super aggressive plays coming out from on the CD side, just because like if you can hold your sights like this, there's no reason to push anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And I think FiGURE05 kind of realize it. And for Lamp, I think they as well need to not play the Navi strats, wait for the last second to push into site. I think they need to show the aggression and control the game. And they can, because on CT side, they were the ones pushing aggressively towards long, towards Monster, towards short and B. They were controlling the map, and they're not doing it here right now as terrorists. At least not as much.
Yeah, it's slightly strange in that sense, and it also brings thoughts to my mind as to, was it the same case with FiGURE05, like in terms of, is it just like a
kind of
thing how they decided to approach the
like it would make sense if like both teams were Estonian or Lithuanian, but they were like,
and again, Overpass is notoriously known for being a very strong map on the terrorist side. If you can pull the rotations of the enemy, is good enough.
Yeah, if you're active around the map, basically.
Yeah.
And we're not seeing that here.
So, like, if they would be super active from the very first start of the round, just causing havoc all over the place, rotating backwards and forwards, the chances are they would get an over-rotation from one player on the CD side. So it's not really happening here, so therefore they're just forced to play these set plays, which are basically like a coin toss scenario. You don't know how your team will give entries, and same how you get exits. But speaking of entries and exits, as you can see, again, Lamp just torn apart one by one. They didn't, did they even fire a shot? Okay, Eamon has taken some damage.
Yeah. No, that was so, like, it didn't feel right.
How do you feel about your prediction now?
From that one, I feel really bad. What was that from Lamp? It feels like they weren't expecting anyone to be in the A site.
They lost their pace of the game. They lost the fact that they were in control, and now being on pistols, please tell me that they're going to be fired up about it. Just because on pistols, being on the T side, there's no point of just being slow.
Careful, Eamon. He's going to go down, right? No, yeah, he's going to go down. Shox with one, looking for more, as with the CZs and everything else.
Oh, yes, Shox, man.
He got the AK, he got good with CZ, he gets the AK2 for him. Let's see, they have taken control. Shox! He's gonna get the third one as well. 5 HP remaining on him. What is this?
Exactly what we needed right now for, and as already said, Lamp waking up on pistols, understanding, and they're going to see after this that fast plays work, because FiGURE05 are going to just be caught with their pants down as they were just right now. And of course, super props to Shox, and I believe that was Kaalsa helping out with the flashbangs there in Banana. He did manage to find both. Well played.
That could be the case. And it is all for Shox. 25 kills in now 23 rounds.
Yeah, he's going for the 30 easy.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get it. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's gonna be 2 AK saved on the side of FiGURE05. That's good. All players survive on the side of Lamp. That was an eco round, I want to remind you. Op as well has been picked up.
Yeah, there's a lot of money obtained and resources on the side of Lamp here.
Huge victory. FiGURE05, they need to take tactical timeout or something. We haven't seen it one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a single tactical timeout in this one. That's also strange.
Okay, if Lamp win this one, then FiGURE05, they're gonna have a bye round anyways, next round. So, yeah, if they lose it, they need to take tactical timeout. They need to come up with something just genius. And Lamp, please continue on being aggressive. But no, they have stopped themselves in B long.
Well, they're playing off the fact that Zenki has an AVP, so of course they're going to slow down a bit more here. Shocks now goes for a dangerous entry. That flashback from whoever threw that flashbang was spot on, but unfortunately, Wave was just not in place at the right time.
Well, they're not getting too much information here, Lamp. Even though they do have the control, at least almost over anything towards B, except the site, of course.
Yeah.
They're not getting as well, like, flanked.
Well, Sky was spotted just now, but I think he saw only one terrorist player there, so it's not going to pull an extra rotation, especially off the fact that on the other side of the map, both CT players are playing relatively up close just to get that information early, so there's plenty of time for someone to rotate from B towards over to A.
Yeah, that could be the case, but now the Molotov's coming through. He's gonna spot him. Sky with the spray. He's gonna find only one. And who's next coming? Wave with the ult. Finds two and goes down to Zenki. Now 2v3 scenario. As they push into the side, the election is ready. He doesn't have any more flashes as he used them before to help out his teammates to peek into Monster. But now the bomb is gonna be planted. They're gonna start it. No one's pushing in, so they can plant it. It's safe in a way. Now the bomb that comes through. Ayman's pushing forward. Is he gonna push through the smoke? No, he's gonna push right onto the site. The smokes really help out Lamp. But they're staying in the same position. This is not too good. Although Dex, he finds the election, still needs to find two more. Ayman, he's going to find one instantly. Zenki with the op. And now the duel. Kayitz and Zenki, the opper against the opper. Who's going to do it? Who's going to come out on top? As Kayitz has no idea that he's on the left side. Zenki can even pull out a knife here. The weapon comes, the USPS comes out. Kayitz.
Oh! Shazam!
Oof. Oof indeed, Wave. Writing in the chat. And he still has time. My goodness. That just should not work out. Zenki, how did he miss it? How?
Especially when you see that the CT player is not looking at you. You have all the time in the world to stop and...
Those are the worst ones.
Yeah, those are mine, okay?
That is just your skill.
Yes.
With the op, at least with the op.
Yeah.
It's okay, 13-12, FiGURE05, they kind of crawled themselves back into the game because they would have lost on that one. Then they would be in really bad position. But now, as well, slow this time around. They haven't pushed at any point towards long, which is like something I think they should do.
You know what else is a very dangerously likely scenario right now?
Overtime?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course, the whole game has been so close. I can already see the faces in the background just being like, yes, we want to have new records here in Baltic Esports League Season 3. The most overtimes. It was OT6. I think 6 overtimes has been the most that we had here. Let's go for 7.
I'd rather eat the noodles.
I'd rather eat noodles. Nobody, producer, please bring out the noodles.
Okay, well, not just yet. We still need to get there now. 45 seconds gone, and the Lamp have yet to find either an entry or gain any super relative information. Now,
that peak was quite interesting. And he's not trigger happy. He's waiting for the right time. He's gonna get shocks. That is the top fragger down. But Lamp, this is not the push I was expecting. They lose one. And they stop completely dead in their tracks. And Neyman, he's gonna be now the next one in line. He's gonna spot them. He's gonna, oh no, that was Bitcher. Instantly taking him down. Kayit with a quick rotation. He's gonna find Bitcher as well. Headshot through the wall, but not gonna find Kalsa. That leaves now situation 2-on-3. Is it going to happen? Can Lamp really do it? Because the election, is his position known?
There's not a lot of time remaining here. There's only 12 seconds on the clock as Dex will be spotted with the bomb in hand. Well, we'll take there down Kalsa, and yes, we are even 13 against 13 and on the side of Lamp. Bit of a money problem.
Just a bit of it. Maybe tactical timeout can help them out, but no, they're not going for it. Still only 4 more rounds in regulation. If needed, we're heading towards overtime. I think as well it was OT3. No, I can't remember, but it's going to probably be till like 19.
Yeah.
Till 19 rounds with 10k in the bank on each side.
Yeah, so it's going to be...
Okay, connector, 4 players pushing there. Let's see on short who's there in line. Oh, Kayeti misses a shot, and they're being quite quick about this one. And they're trying to get back, but no, FiGURE05, they're in such a good position. They find one. Kai just looking around.
How is he still alive?
No, those are the questions Science still can't answer. And Zenki, last man remaining, 1v4. He's towards long. There's going to be Delection find him, right?
Yeah.
Go the P250. No, the P250 will not come out on top. And FiGURE05 on their map pick have finally taken the lead. They need only 2 more rounds to make this game theirs. And for Lamp, if they lose this round, then it's
if
bad.
they lose the map,
Yeah.
if they lose the map, I would be tilted.
Yeah. Was it like 12-8, 12-7 at one point?
12-8.
12-8. At that stage, yeah, you just like need to get something like just 1 round, and you're almost in, have won the game. Like the mental as well stage.
Oh, look at the boost though.
The boost, the boost. We need to see the boost. Who is it up there? No, they don't find anything. But as well, Lamp, they were not pushing in. But at least we see the boost.
Yeah, so people could learn, you know.
Yeah.
Well, grenades being put down from the side of Lamp here in connector. Delection, of course, is attempted to take that corner, but again, just a single Molotov. Now, he might find Bitcher here. If Bitcher doesn't check in, he actually walks into a sandwich as both Amant and Delection there. Even finds Zenki as well. Shocks will be finally able to trade, but it is still a 4v3 in favor of FiGURE05 here, and having the round up.
Do you feel that Lamp are just like throwing themselves at them?
They're just throwing their game at Fuego right now.
Yeah. Definitely feel like, especially in that connector. Just 1 by 1, not realizing how many enemies are there. Good job for Shocks. He spots one, but no, he doesn't. Sky spray them down. 3 players dead, and Sky saves the B side and gets the map point. 15-13. Fourth round for Lamp right now. There's going to be UMP, MAC-10, and 3 AKs picked up. But there's tons of utility on them, so this is doable. This is doable. As you said, overtime. Maybe we're gonna see it.
If ever this is the round where you want to pull out like a lot of rotations from the CDs.
Yeah, like the long push where you go from long to toilets towards connector towards B, like run around all the map. But no, Amant with the aggressive push. He's gonna find one. Kalsa. He realized that Kaitz is waiting towards here in balloons. Amant has to be careful because his position is kind of compromised. They kind of know it. There's gonna be only 1 player in the A site. Why is Wave so slow with the rotation? What's happening?
I don't know. There's so many questions to be asked right now. Delection just struggling to stay alive right now as the bomb, of course, is already being put down onto the bomb site.
Shocks was burning down, or was he tagged? He was burning down towards the A site. Now Delection through smoke. He's not gonna find anything. The bomb's been planted. 30 seconds remaining. Nearly 20 seconds remaining. They need to be quick about it.
It's hard to see. They're looking for some sort of an opening, and Sky does open one up as Amant now following up on that one.
And only now 1 player towards long. They know where he is. They can go for the plant. They just need to get the kill, and they will get it. And FiGURE05, they do it. First map, their map is for them. And Lamp, are you triggered?
Like, even though Amant and the boys picked up that first map, which was theirs, honestly, looking at that first half, definitely not deserved. The second half, okay, finally they found a pace that works for them. Happy days for them, obviously. But yeah, for Lamp, honestly, you guys had everything in the bag at around 12-8.
Yeah.
As long as you would have kept it that way, it would have been nice. But
or maybe some tactical timeouts, you know?
Yes, tactical timeouts. What's up with that? Like, why is nobody taking
You have a choice. You have a choice to relax. Please relax. But as well, huge shout out to Shocks. Even though they lost 27 kills, he was just crazy. That's op ace.
AVP ace, first of all. Second of all, that moment where the AVP didn't get the double kill was also like...
Yeah, that maybe that triggered them. Maybe they were like, oh my god, this is like the worst.
Yeah, we still don't know how players react emotionally to these sort of situations, because obviously we really still don't have the opportunity to listen in on what the players are talking.
I think we don't want to.
But yeah, for the sake of your ears and ours, maybe sometimes it's for the best.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, we still have the second map on board. I want to remind, I predicted that Lamp is going to win 2-1. And we said that it's going to be FiGURE05 that's going to do it.
Yes, and so far it's looking that I'm winning. Hopefully,
like what you saw from here? The first bad half, the second good half. Do you see?
I have a coin flip happening in my head every single round because it's so hard to say from the beginning. At least from Overpass, as we both said, like nobody was really pushing for information from the T side. On the CD side, there were certain situations where you would just look at them, regardless of whoever team we're talking about here, where they're just sitting on the side and they're just like, yeah, okay, cool, just come our way, and then we'll deal with that.
Yeah.
So there's not really much to say in terms of how predictable these matches are, but Train is 100% going to be a different story because AVP battles are going to really commence. Kayitz is fired up. He definitely landed some good shots.
Yeah.
Zenki obviously has
We
woken
saw
up
it.
with that ace very early on here already today, so hopefully we'll be able to see a spicy Train map.
Oh, most definitely. What would you say what the score is? How would you predict Train?
Train.
What you saw from here? Because FiGURE05, they had great setups. I like their setups.
Well, in order for my prediction to come fully true, it would mean that Lamp need to win this one.
Yeah.
But speaking about the scoreline, I'm still going to be in favor of FiGURE05.
Okay, 16-2.
And it's going to be a close one again. I'm going to say 16-13 or something.
Okay,
like
the
that.
same as the last one.
I think it's pretty relevant here.
Yeah, that could be the case. And as well, we saw Ament come up, Shocks come up, so the players from previous seasons. Sky was very good on both sides, on T and or CT side, but like the T side entry. So I'm really eager to see if it's going to be FiGURE05, who are just gonna come off like off that high that you win and just like crush Lamp.
Don't forget that it might be also stress that's affecting these players. I mean, they are playing a league game.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot is riding on the results of these matches. Well,
yeah. So what we have prepared for you, not only Sid talk to Yakinder and other players around Go Examo, we have something more prepared for you. Maybe some Twitter drama. Do you like to get into Twitter drama?
No.
Okay, we have many more things to come. A 15-minute clip. Check it out. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with that map to Train. See ya.
So yesterday I was filling in for Bizbunny and Heku for the BESL Pro stream the whole day. So unfortunately, I couldn't get here to Go Examo. Today is day 2 for the Island. It's the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. And I'm gonna walk around and just ask a few simple questions for players who are playing in the BESL Pro League and attending the LAN event here in Go Examo. How do you feel about your team in the BESL Season 3 right now?
We're barely even trying. We're just a mix and like, we play for fun, basically.
All right, you're playing for fun. You had a game against Colwant and there is a player, Emis, and he's right now playing with your actual team. How do you feel? Did you have like an easy read on him or anything, or was it actually really hard to play against him?
Now the thing with Emis is we haven't played much with like a new team, and like playing against him was really fun because he was dropping 30 frags and we really trying to win the game. But I don't know, it was really easy to be honest.
How did you got the slot for the BESL Season 3? Because I know in Season 2 you played with a different team, Mighty Wolves, and right now there's the whole shenanigans were with the team leader being Kikaho and he getting SCPirmais into the league. How did you get your team into the league? How was the slot like given to you?
Thing is, it's not my team. I was actually, before my current team, I was playing with one of the players from Reverse Card, and like he like jokingly asked me like if I want to play with them. They have a slot. We're not going to practice. We're just going to play. Try to win, and I said yes, I'll play with you, and that's how I got in.
All right, right now I'm gonna show you one picture because everybody loves Twitter drama, and we had one picture, one tweet come up from your previous team owner, and I want you to read it out loud and tell me how do you feel about this tweet.
And for Latvian orgs, please make sure you invest your money right, not just for this moment, but look into future too. It will save you money and will make you long-lasting org. That was by CMB, our last like owner of our org, like Mighty Wolves. He gave us money. He spent a lot of money on us. If I was in his place, I wouldn't done it, but he helped us. Like what he said just there kind of makes sense. Like there's no point to make an organization. I'm gonna be like completely honest. Unless you're like a big time org that like has a lot of money and's like willing to like wait a lot of time to get money, there's no point in making a like small org. You're not going to get your investments back. So like what he just said there doesn't completely make sense, because from day one you already know you're going to lose money if you're making a small org of like Latvian players that are not even like the best Latvian players. So he should have known he's going to lose money. Like he had like a false sense of hope, I guess.
So you're telling that your team gave him a false sense of hope?
Well, we didn't really lie. He was really hyped about us like playing at the start. We were too, and like we took the opportunity and just played.
Would you say that investment came back, or?
Well, depends. Like if he continues on like making orgs and stuff, like if he continues on with Mighty Wolves, like the name is there. We've won HLTV games, so like if you Google Mighty Wolves, you're gonna see stuff. How much it helps him, no idea. He definitely lost money on that though.
Would you say it is his fault that he lost money without getting any sponsors, or you not qualifying for any events, or is it the both things?
Definitely, because like he supposedly had like a lot of contacts and stuff, but like nothing, like we had no help from him. Like he couldn't get any sponsors, and all of the money he spent was like from his own pocket, and he could have like done a better job.
All right, thank you. How do you feel about BESL Season 3 right now?
Well, I mean, we're really confident since our lineup only got stronger from last season. We changed Brocky, and we took from Pro 100's team Ivan. In my eyes, he's a lot more experienced than Brocky, and simply skill-wise, he's better individually as well. That's why I believe that there's going to be no problems reaching for the LAN finals and actually winning them.
That's a bold statement. Have you followed Brocky right now at the LAN that's happening in Belgium? He's right now top fragging for Team Epsilon. Maybe for next season you want to bring him back to Wolfsung?
Well, I mean, his time in Epsilon at the moment, I believe he will get some experience that he hasn't got yet. And Ivan, at least, has all the experience needed, while Brocky, I believe he didn't reach his full potential yet. That's why maybe for next season we're gonna take Brocky again, but I don't know. It's mostly his choice, because Brocky was the one that actually didn't confirm that he will play. That's why we took Ivan.
All right. You already mentioned that you feel like you're going to be the team who will get to the LAN finals and maybe even win them. Who do you see as this team that is going to come second to you, or maybe third or fourth? Like just name the top 4 right now. How do you feel?
I haven't really watched the team list, but I know Lithuania is probably somewhere there. Probably if Wolfsung is top 1, then Lithuania probably top 2. Then top 3 to top 4, I have no idea. I believe every other team in this league is really close skill-wise and like gameplay-wise. That's why I believe that we and Lithuania are the most favorite ones, but other teams are pretty similar.
We know that you have 1 player from Ukraine and then 4 guys from Latvia, but do you communicate in English or in Russian or maybe in Latvian? Who knows?
We actually speak Russian, since Whiskas speaks fluent Russian. Same with me and Flourish. And Husky maybe doesn't speak like that fluent, but he understands everything, and he can say something that he wants to say. And Ivan speaks Russian as well. That's why we communicate in Russian.
All right. Right now I'm going to show you one picture, and I have just one question. How do you feel about this picture and the mentality that is around it?
Like about Wolfsung coming actually to GoX Animal Land. I believe like one guy came yesterday to me. Like today is the second day of the GoX Animal Land, right? And one guy came to me and he said, "Why do you play this? Why do you play this land?" To me and Flourish. And like I said, why shouldn't we play? Like, isn't it allowed or something? Like, so what that we're more experienced players and have played against more like better teams or something? Because you know, like when I was starting my CS career, I actually was going to a lot of LANs like 2 vs 2, 5 vs 5, and I was only like happy to play against really top tier players in Latvia. For example, like in the Independent Cree and Flourish at that moment. That's why I'm only glad to play. Like I would be glad to play against like better players than me. But some people just don't believe in themselves and don't want to like be better at something, and actually they have no motivation to play. Well, that's their problem, not ours.
What do you think is wrong with the Latvian player mentality right now, that when they see names like Faric, Hiske, even your name, they go like, oh, we're already placing second?
Well, I mean, that's the problem. Like the mentality is just getting worse and worse. Like the people are getting worse, and they have no motivation to play. Like that's why in Latvia the CS scene is so bad, because like people make the scene better and bigger. If the people don't believe in that and don't want to do anything for that, then the scene won't rise.
I have to ask a question about what happened on Twitter. Like a few days ago, there were a lot of arguments, a lot of heated conversations about players talking about how it's going to be quite impossible to win because of Volsung. How do you feel? How is your team managing the social media aspect before this Go exam on?
Well, obviously it wasn't too well, at my opinion. On my opinion, I guess we have to do something about that too. Well, I won't get deeply in the causes of this all, but this drama, well, as I once said, it probably shows that Latvian community is alive, first of all, but of course it also make an effect and influence our mindset, which is something that we can't afford right now. That's why I guess those Twitter wars, we will try to put them somewhere far, at least for like next few months, and we'll see what's going to happen next.
All right, because you wrote a long tweet longer a few weeks, like already like a month ago, and you explained a lot of things with your team and how you're going to work on it. And right now, I'm going to show you a picture that I've screened from Twitter, because there were a lot of things. And I have one question. Interix was in your team, and once, and he did like even coaching and stuff like that. And
he was a player, he was a coach, but right now he stepped out from those positions because he couldn't devote enough time to do that, and that this is decision we do understand from his side. But we are co-working still. He is managing our PUBG roster right now, which is quite a good asset for us right now, and well, still he is a part of our family, definitely.
And as I already mentioned, the Twitter wars, right now I'm going to show you what he wrote down. How can you explain what is he trying to say here?
He is just trying to give a credit for Team Volsung, which is quite strong, and we do know that today here Volsung gathered up some the finest players of Latvia, like Flaric, Yekindar, old guy Gekons is also always very good and smart. Hiske, I mean, they all are too good. Cree, they all have big experience in playing in big teams, and of course they're dominant force. At least they are looking like a dominant force right now. That's the reality we have. But it doesn't mean that we are going to just say that we are going to stay away and not getting involved. We are going to getting involved, and we are going to make a fight right now. Well, at least in the best ways we can.
One fellow manager, he was a manager once, CMB, maybe you know him from Team Mighty Wolves, he wrote down a statement on Twitter. I'm going to show it right now. What can you say about it? Because yeah, obviously you can read it. I'm going to continue the question, because he wrote down a lot of things about Latvian orgs, and I just want to know, how do you feel about it? Because you're managing right now Latvian org, both in BSL PUBG, both in CSGO.
Well, speaking of this, our money we are involving, of course, you always are in kind of risk, what are you involving, what are you putting in, and what is going to be your reward. But we are here for a long time, not just like Mighty Wolves, by the way. CMB, sorry for that, but anyway, we are here to stay. But of course we will have to think about what are we going to invest and what are the risks, and what is our financial managing system going to be too. Because so right now we do have this curious situation when we put in, but we don't have an outcome enough.
Before the season started, we heard rumors that your team is gonna break apart either in the BSL season or right after it. Is the team thinking about coming back together, or you're still thinking of splitting up after the season?
You never know, you never know. But I think we will like stick together because everything is like not falling apart. So let's see. It's just a time question.
All right, it's a time question. One more question about Team Titan. You have one of the new up-and-coming players that is overhyped, I would say, right now, player Shield. How would you comment? How good or bad is he, and how does he feel in the team?
Shield actually is very good upper. So we started to play like in September 2018, and actually Shield is like in that level where he was in September. It's not near like how he's now playing. Like, okay, he has many mistakes and all of that, but everyone is making mistakes. But we're like teaching him, especially in upper. Like he's the in-game leader for us, and he's like, I see like Displex and upper, like they're standing in workshop maps, and they're like probably teaching Shield. So I think it's Shield 1-2 years maybe. He's actually a young player, so after 1-2 years he will be like top level of Latvia.
All right, bold statements. In which place would you rank Nopper right now in the Latvian in-game leader scene? Not the Baltics, just Latvian. We know we have RIX, we have Nopper, we have MS2, and a lot of more players, Kikaho and so on. Where would you put Nopper?
I will put him in top 3, but like he's very decent in-game leader, but I think if he would like watch demos and everything like that, like most professional in-game leaders, so he will be top 1, like legit.
All right, thank you for your time.
Good evening and welcome back to Baltic eSports League Season 3, Week 4. We're back with the matchup between FiGURE05 and Lamp, Estonian against Lithuanian team. They're fighting for their chance to get into the playoffs. One more time, you're joined by MV and V. What are your thoughts after the first map? Are we in for a crazy game?
I think, well, yes and no. Crazy in that sense that there's been definitely a change of pace coming out from both sides during that matchup. A positive both and negative, unfortunately. So Amont and the boys did manage to secure that first one. So FiGURE05 have ran away with the victory in their map pick. Now it's time to see if Lamp can return the favor. So we're actually going to be jumping already into the match here as the players are ready, and it is going to be the train. So historically, of course, always an AVP dominant map, and also very heavy team based.
Yeah, exactly. That was exactly what I was thinking about, because FiGURE05, they showed great promise in overpass with their set plays. They were very on point with their smokes, the timings. Everything worked out, especially in second half. So let's see if they can start off strong this time around as Lamp. 3 players towards Ivy, 2 towards A main. As they're pushing out, they're moving in. Can they find the first kills, or will be Kite here with the USPS? No, it's going to be A-Man who finds Zenki. Calls instantly with the answer, but they're already inside. The bomb gets dropped down. It's 4v3.
Okay, Eamon struggling to find the player here, actually gets shocks finally now. So this is a decent chance at them still taking the round, and the bomb is going to go down here as well, as now Eamon left quite close to Dex, and Dex on super low HP. Really, he sees the shadow,
and he doesn't get him. Amant with 4 kills. He was crazy in the first game that we saw, and he's even crazier here, I guess.
Yes, call him Crazy Amant.
Yeah, Crazy Amant. No longer Amant, the boy is just Crazy Amant.
Just Crazy Amant, taking care of A side. So FiGURE05 have definitely made a statement. Obviously, they are now on the CD side here as well. So CD side, historically, well, Train has been CD dominated for the most part, unless there is a super aggressive team and actually knows how to use that aggression. So for now, the push through T-main has been slightly stopped by that incendiary
not only
grenade.
that, Sky is ready close with MP9 as well. Not only him, Kayit comes in. Kayit finds one. Amant with the AUG is going to find Zenki as well, but he's going for more. Dex goes down, leaving only Bitcher and Shocks alive, but for how long can they really stay alive? Kayit's battling it out, and he's going to find it.
Bitcher taking away the health there of Delection, but he did manage to finally secure that
Quite
kill
okay
there.
situation.
So, yeah, pretty decent start here for FiGURE05. It definitely, they seem more awake than they were on Overpass, so hopefully that trend continues for them. Lamp as well, I mean, they're not playing the slow game so far, and props to them as well. It does look like that they're going to go towards Ivy dominantly here, just to see if they can establish some sort of control over there, as obviously main gets a lot of attention and Shocks might be in trouble here.
Yeah, I do like how at the moment FiGURE05 are playing. It feels completely different. FiGURE05, they're so eager to completely control the map from round 1. And the control seems like it's going to be working out. 3 players towards Ivy and they can't push in. That's only 1 player that's kind of stopping them, who's trying to peek in, trying to take off the attention. But now it's going to be double peek. Kaitz with the op in Delection. Oh, I want to see this one work out.
It's not working out just yet. I would like to also point out that Wave on B bomb side has been very active with that shoulder peek, always looking for that information. And as of course, as we switch away, Kaitz does manage to find Dex towards Ivy there. So for Lamp, this is starting to bring them to a standstill. That flashbang does go down, but Sky is just too fast for Bitcher as he catches him off guard mid-fall, essentially. Delection even finds a one-on-one onto with Kalsa, still manages to escape unscathed with 13, well, not unscathed, with 13 health remaining. Kaitz helping out, of course, with the AVP, and a very easy buy round picked up by FiGURE05, and it was crucial for Lamp. I think they're slightly crumbling here. They have the tendency, they started this match quite actively, but now this first buy round showed that the mental approach definitely seems to be the same as during the last
and for
minutes of the last
FiGURE05,
one.
it just feels like the first game really crushed Lamp, and FiGURE05 gave them so much potential, like confidence after the first win. You can really see it here, how it plays out, as now it's going to be pushed towards B side. Bitcher, was he spotted by the player in the B side? It's Wave. Kaitz has already made his rotation. Not only him, Amant is ready to rotate. Sky is ready to rotate. They have, I don't know if they're rotating off of very little information, or they really heard everyone push towards B.
Well, they're sticking close to connector because they realize that they're going to be on pistols. They definitely heard players there, so if it's going to be an execute towards the side, there's going to be very quickly a lot of players on the B bomb side. So Kaitz now is going to spot, going to get that first entry there as well. Wave on the side gets 2 of his own, looking for that third. Unfortunately, Shocks does manage to take him down there. They're looking for that ball.
He got him!
He
got him. Great job. Not only Shocks remains. We have talked great things about this guy, but he's going to get the op player. Will they save the op? Yes, they will.
Of course, yeah. But Kaitz, well job done. English good, yeah.
Yes, exactly. You're tired. You had a long day today, right?
I had a previous stream. It was had to be on as well. So I've been talking for quite a few hours, and I do apologize if I mess up a bit there.
No, it's completely normal. People who see GoXanimals on stream, they always understand that at the end of the day, there's nothing good coming out of that.
What?
When you talk for all day, for all day.
I thought you said about the stream.
No, the stream is great. Check it out. So let's see now. It's going to be 5v5 still scenario as Bitcher. Was he spotted? Was he heard? But Sky is still checking that angle, and now the smoke's going to come through quite early on. I do like when like around minutes you like put down the smokes, and it's really like enemy team is like on their feet, like they need to push.
Kaitz again finds an entry into team main. Now he was on the middle bomb train, and he so yeah, Zenki goes down. I don't think he had the AVP. He couldn't have had the money for it.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have the money, but that's definitely his point for Kaitz.
Oh no, they did. Dex did pick it up. So Zenki actually was with the AVP. So in an AVP battle, Kaitz did manage to come out on top. Sky, in the meantime, has found Bitcher here. Dex misses that flick towards that green train that is placed towards Ivy. So now in a 3v5, Lamp, well, I mean, you told me now during the break that it is their map pick.
Yeah, I don't see it. Do you?
I don't see it as well.
It's crazy that it's complete like opposite of we had in the first game. We had a really close one.
Yeah, is it a day, or was it in some movie there was a thing called like opposite day?
It's in many places the opposite day has been used.
Huh. Okay.
In very many places. Today's opposite day for Lamp as they almost won the first map, but here they can't even get the first round on board. And doesn't feel like that's going to happen as Wave is more than ready here. Kaitz misses the shot with the op. Wave 62 HP. He's going to find one, but it's going to be his teammate falling down. 4v2. He'll be spotted. The op is not going to help, and Sky and Wave, they get them both. 5-0, and there's going to be not the best buy rounds. You can see Shocks
no timeout as well.
Yeah, I think they've... It feels like they've given up.
Yeah, well, they're not finding the kills. They're going in one by one so far. I don't really see any sort of superset play into place. They continuously keep heading towards Ivy, where they find no success. They haven't tried for a fast stage site, and it's already the 6th round, 5-0.
Yeah. And as well, I'm definitely expecting like a wall of smokes coming down in the A site. There's an easy way to get into the site if you know the smokes. And they haven't used that as well. They've been smoked up constantly, but now they're pushing forward. Can they spot all the enemies? Sky, is he ready? It's going to be Ayman who's going to find Dex, who's pushing forward. Zenki from top of the train is going to find a player, as now Zenki gets second one as well. The election coming in from Ivy finds one. Ayman not the best position as he's going to go down, and now the situation is 1-on-3. Finally, Lamp, with very chaotic push, have managed to take the site and plant a bomb.
Yeah, well, I guess they finally heard us there and did manage to obtain control over that bomb site with relative ease, but I must say Amon was quite the big danger there. For him, unfortunately, his teammates were taken down onto the site, so he decided to fall back in that situation, being towards Sandwich, but again, in theory, he could have gone the other direction and perhaps find a pretty decent timing for himself.
Yeah.
So, slightly unlucky there for FiGURE05. They were probably just not expecting the change of pace. Now they will know that Lamp are trying to throw in curveballs their way, and obviously
what I want to see this round is FiGURE05 getting the op, maybe even 2 ops as Kayes goes down, and pushing in the top of B. So they see like the long stretch. Maybe they can find an entry there, because I think Lamp is now gonna try to put more focus on B, or actually like around the map.
Well,
so they can use the
double
pop
AVP
dog.
setup coming out from FiGURE05.
Yes, great. Are they heading there? No one's heading on top. Who is it? Wave is with the up. Yeah,
the
no,
election
Wave.
also towards Ivy with the AVP.
Sky, great job. He gets one in A main. That is Zenki going down. Zenki hasn't had the best time here in this one, and that could really like mess up Lamp's like all that feel that they have in the team. The chemistry.
Dex in no man's land as well, stuck between 2 Molotovs, and I'm pretty sure the election knows that he's there, so he's just waiting for the player to peek out. Actually, he might not suspect it, but the bomb is there in the hands of Dex, and well, I mean, it's very risky for Dex to do anything right now without the help of his teammates. Otherwise, he's just gonna lose the bomb for nothing.
Yeah, but now 4 players still alive. It does feel like an A push because the bomb is still waiting. Are they gonna push just from Pop Dog?
It looks like
like take off the attention, but the election is going to have such a good time. He should not rotate at any point or at any cost. He should leave all the defense towards players towards connector, and hopefully he knows that there is a player there.
I think Shocks should... Shocks doesn't have any nades, really.
Yeah, only Molotov.
I think he should try at least show some sort of presence towards B to at least get 1 rotation out.
No, but he's rotating back. They know that they need all 4. As the Molotov drops down, the smokes and the flashes come through. They're pushing in the election. He's more than ready. That's going to be the bomb drop down right in front. 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Kait as well finds Bitcher. This is looking so bad for Lamp. As now, Kalsa, he's going to get at least 1 player back. But that's Sky just coming in, taking down Shocks. Completely no resistance for Lamp in this scenario. It was all about FiGURE05 finding all the players.
Yeah, well, for FiGURE05, all I can say is so far looking at their performance, as my friend Lucian would say, easy game, need no fame.
Golden words from your friend Lucian.
Yes.
Good. What would Lucian do in this one, in this round, if he was playing for Lamp?
If he was playing for Lamp, he would just say, just shoot those bastards
gotcha.
quickly.
Gotcha.
No, he would probably just go for a fast A push here, I would say, because they have 2 AVPs, and all you need is just flashbangs forward so you can close the distance.
Yeah.
Or go for a B execute.
But FiGURE05, they're more than ready for these rushes and everything else. They have covered every single entry. B, A, everything's covered.
Yeah.
A main, Ivy.
Sky here needs to be careful as the double drop down is going to commence. Actually, they're going to try and bait the shots out, I think.
He baited, yeah. He was spotted, he baited out the shots. But there's 2 players there. Even if Sky goes down, they're going to have the second guy ready.
And look at Sky just burning alive. Forced to fall back here. 37 health looking towards T main. Will not spot anyone just yet as the main amount of terrorists. They're actually all going to be heading towards B. So this is going to be a B hit, but there's already 2 players there. And that is going to be Kait and Wave both.
Oh, this is such a good situation. This is such a good situation for FiGURE05. Rotation from Sky could be quick as well. Unfortunately, he's on 37 HP, so if Lamb gets their timings right, they can instantly find a player, but now they're pushing into side. Wave, he's not going to spot anyone. Kites finds one, but he's way too close. Has to be careful. It's going to be Dex who's going to take him down, and now Wave. He's going to go for the deny. He's going to deny one. He's going to get Kipsala as well. Zenki takes him down 2v3. Can they do it, Lamp? 20 seconds remaining on the clock. The rotation from Connector. All 3 players that are alive for FiGURE05 are coming back to B.
I'm actually not really on the same side with Wave there on that second repeat. Now Bitcher does manage to find Election towards Connector, and it's already a 2v2 off the back of that.
Yeah.
There were only like 20 seconds remaining there. Wave could have just got that first denial and just stick around, just make sure that the terrorist cannot plant the bomb.
He spotted both and he damaged Zenki. Sky, can you do it? No, he can't. With 37 HP, Bitcher is going to take him down. That gives 3 kills to him. Definitely MVP for that round. And Lamp, they get second round on the board.
Okay, so, well, FiGURE05 are not out of the woods yet on train.
No.
It's quite okay if you get like 5 rounds on the T side. It's still very
Would you
doable.
say 4 is okay? 11-4?
Slightly risky. You definitely 100% need to take the first... you need to push your opponent into an eco, basically, if you get 4.
Oh, Lamp, they finally have their confidence back. Zenki, this time around, is not going to be the entry frag. He's going to get the entry frag. He's going to find the second one as well. The Election goes down. There's 2 players there. They're pushing forward. They don't see him. And he's going to go down, but he has found 2. He's done already so much. But CTs, they clean up. Zenki can do whatever he wants, and it's still going to be bad for Lamp. Now, Shocks, the player that we talked about, definitely one of the players that you need to look out for in Baltics.
Sitting at 2 kills and 7 deaths. He's going to be in a 1v3 scenario here where he already gets a bullet to his face.
69 HP, 0 HP remaining, 7-2. FiGURE05, I think they're more than happy and they feel the victory coming their way. If they're going to continue on playing like this, because Lamp, they don't have anything that we've seen like strategic approach, how to break FiGURE05's defense. When they push in, they don't get the information. One more time, that has been the problem of this series. Like, they move and they make these calls off of very little information gained.
Yeah, and they've so far are somehow, I don't know why, reluctant to try for a fast B push. Like in the beginning of the round, starting from the beginning, just straight up B rush.
Well, they are trying to push into the A side. It's kind of working out because Shoxy has found the first one. He himself drops down to 11 HP. Bitcher, 12 HP. Dex as well, half HP down. It's going to be 3v4 scenario. CTs, they need to be careful. Their positions were good previously. But can it still be like that? It can. It can, as Zahiman's going to find Zenki. And now 2 players are remaining on CT's side. And they're hiding. They're hiding pretty good spots. Wave, he cannot survive. The bomb has been planted. The election is going to be very tough as he finds one. But Kipsala from the back end is going to kill him off. So 7-3.
It was definitely scary with that low amount of health that Lamp had on their side. So luckily it did play out in their favor there. Props to the low HP players just making sure that they're not overextending their lead. So this is a slightly, as you can see, the tendency of the last few rounds is backwards and forwards. Now, I would be surprised that FiGURE05 with this bye take this round.
Yeah. Well, we've seen bigger surprises, but it doesn't seem like this time around as Kipsala has already found the first, but he gets traded. So good job for FiGURE05, although Lamp still are going to be pretty happy about that one. They can maybe even pick up the weapon.
Wave got the tag into Shocks as well towards those B apartments there now. Delection trying to push forward here.
It's risky. He's supposed to play. Oh! He's gonna get him. Dex gets schooled. As now Delection has the AK in his hands. Bomb yet to rotate away from T-spawn. And FiGURE05, if they play their cards right, they're in a good situation.
Yeah, definitely. Wave as well, sticking backwards here towards the backside with the Scout, of course, gathering his distance. He already has a tag into Shocks. Will spot the player, will tag Bitcher as well. Up now, it's very dangerous for Bitcher to cross into the side.
Yes, they gained so much information, FiGURE05. There were only 3 players. And Wave on the left side, dude, there's one. Delection has gotten the ball. And Shocks gonna take him down 1v2. Shocks, can you do it? 28 HP, 1 Scout bullet, and you're down, but there's 2 AKs against him. The Scout has been dropped. Oh, and he can't. And Delection, 4 kills for him. Great defense on the B side.
I can't believe FiGURE05 got this round.
Well, you were voting for them in your prediction. Why can't you not believe it?
It's just because, like, you don't get around being on the CD side, having 3 guys on pistols. You have 1 Deagle and 1 Scout.
Yeah. But it works out. One more time, we see a small miracle happening here.
A small
Oh, no.
miracle or a big mistake. I don't know. I don't know what to vouch for anymore. But this has resulted with Lamp, of course, being pushed down into pistols.
Yeah.
The jump.
Okay, Delection this time around not being as quick. And it's Scout, right? No, it's off. Oh, he misses. And that's the only op. They need to be careful. This time around, Lamps feels like they have the hold of Ivy.
Yeah, Delection is pushing his luck here. What? Hello?
Yeah, that was just way too crazy, but Amon, he's gonna get what, 2? Sky gets and the 3rd one as well for Amon. This is just huge. One more time,
Even gets the 4th there as well as he managed to shoot in a straight line.
Is there some other game we can see? I think this one's done.
I think this is done.
Yes, we can jump to anything else.
Yeah, it's hard to say how
16 kills for Amon.
Yeah, the dude's on point. The
Yeah.
dude woke up. For Lamp, I mean, as you already said, 4 rounds, technically doable, but really hard. 5 rounds, doable, because you have 1 round to fall back onto. But still, for Lamp, I mean, lack of pauses, first of all.
Yeah.
They just need to give themselves breathing room. They just feel pressured to jump into these rounds now. As you can see, with the limited utility as well, they're going to try and smoke out Delection here. But that smoke is just... I don't think that's the best smoke.
There's only few moments when you see Lamp being energetic. When Shox pushed in, like he got like 2 or 3 kills, like his entries, great. Keep on doing that, but they're not doing that all the time. They slow down and they completely give themselves away. They're not gaining any confidence playing like this. They should at least have one player who goes crazy. Like rushes
in order for you to take the A bomb site, you obviously need to use a good amount of utility to that extent as well. So if you're going to start off with these fast pushes and then make sure that the CTs are always starting to use their utility very early on, you can just wait for them and then get the A bomb site with loads of flashes over and, of course, the smokes in place. So it is going to be a B take.
Oh, Shox, he's so low. He dropped down. I think he lost a tons of HP dropping down, but Sky still finds him. 4v2. 1 by 1. What is this? Do Estonians have a new tradition that we don't know of? Throw the game?
1 by 1?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're taking, again, like, pages from our book.
Yeah. And here, oh, Kite. Maybe he's not completely on point, but he's going to spot the Molotov, and now the push begins. Willido, he knows where he is. What is this movement? Oh, it was so good for Zenki. It felt like he has, like, Kite completely taken, like, blocked him from moving.
Seems like now Bitcher in the 1v3.
CSGO, please. That was definitely a shot that should have gotten. Yes, Kite, he's frustrated. Look at him. Look at him. He's frustrated. Yeah. Okay, 10-3. As you said, now the next 2 rounds definitely have to go in favor of Lamp. If not, are you giving them chances?
Not really.
That was just so quick answer.
I mean, it's just like
no.
completely no. Like, if they don't get the last 2 rounds, no. Like, no chance they're winning this match.
Okay, Zenki, do you think he needs to pick an A main and just go for a quick kill?
He does have the AVP, yeah, so, well, he's definitely not doing that. I think Zenki should actually try and work B. FiGURE05 have been relatively quiet towards the upper hand side.
What? FiGURE05 have been quiet? You say what?
Towards B.
Like, yeah, exactly. So but not towards A.
Now that was definitely not working.
Okay.
Not because he died, but just simply it was out of place. You are in a 4 against 2 situation.
Yeah.
Why in the world would you ever risk with that? Well,
you are in front 10-3. I think you have certain feeling at that time.
You can see it results in a 2v2 as Delection is like, I'll do the same.
You need to do that sound more. That was a good one. That was a good one. But okay, but they're still pushing. Look at him.
Amon, please, at least land it. Zenki.
Zenki misses! Oh! I was not expecting for him to miss, but that happened. There's no way this works out for FiGURE05. No way.
LOL in chat.
Yeah. We're talking about you don't need to push, you don't need to be aggressive, you need to think, and here they are. Good job, Kipsala. He finds one. Oh, but Wave is in such a good position. Kipsala goes for the plant instantly from PopDog. He's going to be picked off. Will he peek in? Oh, the timing could work out perfectly here.
What is he does? Did he not hear the plant?
Oh, no way! What was that? FiGURE05, good job, Kipsala. He's broken. They're broken.
They broke me as well. I'm just making sounds at this point. I'm not sure why.
No, like looking from other games that we've seen, like that we haven't seen, because this is the first time we see FiGURE05 and Lamp on stream.
Yeah.
They haven't had a bad run.
I mean, I wanted to see FiGURE05 because I wanted to know where they stand this season.
What do you say? Top 5?
Definitely top 5 material.
Yeah.
Can't say for sure. Don't speak into the can, please, anymore. It sounded weird.
Yeah, I realize that. No, it's weird when you all the time hear yourself.
Oh, Zenki in a very good sneak here. Does manage to find Sky. Gets the follow-up with the help of Khalsa there as well. But Election with the 2 of his own is going to very quickly. Actually gets the 3rd there as well. Return the favor.
No way.
2 lamps. So Dex, my man, you're in a 1v3. A minute and 10 seconds on the clock here. So plenty of time. Dex decides to fall back. I would have pushed forward. We do have a bit of a lag happening. Not sure what is that connected to with. But it looks like that Dex is going to make an attempt of going down.
You know what's very unfortunate in this round?
What?
Dex got into B side completely unnoticed. So the fake slash whatever Lamp were thinking to do, it worked out well for Dex. He could have gone for the backstab, but his teammates died so fast that there was no reason for him to do even anything. Like his push didn't mean anything.
Yeah, but with a full minute and 15 seconds on the clock, I think your best option in that clutch scenario is go to
CT
into CT, and then try to backstab through when you leave CT spawn through those first trains to get into stop sign and just to see what you can find towards the A side.
Yeah. As well, even though FiGURE05 they are on a roll and now they're gonna play on the T side, I still think that they could miss some parts of a Lamp's plan. But now, on the CT side, they need to win the first round. Desperately need to. If they don't, this is going to be all about FiGURE05 taking the game in the best of 3 series 2-0.
Well, 16-13 scoreline starts to look slightly unrealistic at this point.
More like 16-3.
More like 16-3.
If that happens. I don't want to sound rude or anything, but yeah, this map has been really just the downfall of Lamp. They peaked in the first round. And it's their pick. Exactly. Let's see, CT side, Wave, as he's pushing, he hasn't spotted anyone, now only just spots the player towards Connector. But I don't think reacts in time, as it's going to be Wave, great shot! Finds Khalsa, looking for more. How many more players can he find as there's 2 players pushing out? He finds Bitcher as well! This works out so perfect, what?
Lampard just being torn apart right now as Wave even spots another player towards Electro box there. With the help of his teammates, he's going to be taking him down as well. And
good job, Shocks.
Oh, that's a statement.
That's a statement because everyone else just got completely lost. They had no information. Shocks! He finds Wave. He needs to find only one more. That is Sky. Sky is waiting around. I think this is the first tunnel towards CT. Shocks. Oh, he's going to be spotted. Sky, easy game. FiGURE05, 13 round on the board.
That's 100%. That feels like a nail in the coffin for you.
Yeah.
Like getting killed like that. There's no
After
way.
those 3 kills.
Yeah.
It's like
exactly.
one tapping away.
He's like, oh, even I can't do it.
Yeah, guys, this is it. GG. And I think Lamp. They're one question, producer. Are they out if they lose it? No, they still play next week, right? Lamp. Yes, exactly. So they still have a chance to make this right. They still have. Yeah, exactly. They have lost only 1 map.
Okay, so it's not completely over for Lamp yet,
No,
but definitely food for thought for them.
Yeah. Especially this map. Their pick as Amond aggressively has found Zenki, although Zenki was way more aggressive. What was he pushing? Was it the CZ? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god. Amond, one more for the count. Sky as well has found Dex, leaving only 2 players alive. This time around, like FiGURE05, they're the ones that win the eco rounds.
By not going anywhere, they're just making sure that the Lamp players come to them, and they're just waiting for these angles and very quickly cleaning it up as well. So Delection has made his way towards the B-bomb side, also, of course, passing the information that it's completely empty, and therefore Shocks is somewhere running around. And little do they know, he has the scout in hand. He has managed to land a few good shots during this match, but
yeah,
he did spot one of the players now. Needs to get a headshot here. Misses that one.
This is triggering. We know how well Shocks can play, right? And here he's completely helpless. Completely helpless. Kaitz with 9 HP kills him off. Gets the 14th round on the board. Only 2 more needed for FiGURE05 and for Lamp. I can't even count that much how many rounds they need.
Well, unless FiGURE05 starts throwing heavily now.
Will they? Look at the scoreboard. Aim
look
at Delection.
Zenki's gun. Zenki is all in on this one. He gets the Nova out.
Yeah. The V strat, yeah?
I love it.
Yeah. That's a good one. But where is he pushing with it? He's waiting towards Pop Dog. Doesn't feel like anyone's going to go there. this time around, at least yet.
The MP5.
Oh no, the two players peeking just at the right time. And they're pushing towards B. It feels like they're not going to push into drop zone. So it's going to be probably not wasted. He can still go for the backstab, but Zenki, he needs to believe in himself. He needs to risk it. He needs to push like something. They need to take off the attention.
What a lot of players don't realize that the Nova is actually super strong. Like, honestly, super strong gun. Bitcher now will go down. Try to be sneaky about it, but yeah, this does leave Lamp in a picklish situation. And as I already said, one shot from Zenki and you are out of the game. Now he has the AK in hand. I'm pretty sure he understands that there still might be players behind him. And this is a very interesting situation considering that the bomb is in Kayit's hand.
Yeah, Wave. Oh, this is huge. This is huge. If Wave finds now this player, oh, no way.
What?
How did he realize that there's someone behind? Did they hear him?
Oh, they probably just said that potentially someone could have passed. Now, Delection will be able to find Zenki, so at least that's their backside safe. Delection obviously jumping down here, trying to make his way towards the site. Yes, as yet another smoke will be deployed towards Connector and Dex. I mean, you know that the players are going to be entering the site now, so if you're going to be pushing out wide like that, knowing that there are 3 turrets around, no fallback options. I'm still considering that throwing.
Yeah, in a way. I think they kind of realize where they put themselves in. And I don't know if they need to pick train anymore.
I mean, you saying more like 16-3 is more like, okay, yeah.
True.
True speak, my man.
True story. But now, Kayit's with the op. On the other side, we don't see any ops. I want to see Zenki go huge with this M4. How much can he really do for his team alone? We saw in the first map overpass there was Ace with the op. Now with the M4 as the Molotov comes down, they're still pushing through. FiGURE05 aim and finds Dex as they're pushing forward with no fear at all. Delection, he spotted Bitcher there, but the smoke comes through. A side's almost completely covered. Delection, he just needs to get his timing right. He's going to find it. As Kalsa, he's trying to hide. Can he hide? No, he can't. He can't hide from Delection. Is now Wave pushing forward as well. This is a cleanup, complete cleanup. 16-3, FiGURE05. They have made it to the playoffs. Congratulations to them. I'm really happy to see that this time around they're here. Even our observer just can't hold his excitement for FiGURE05.
Excellent plays coming out here. A very good job. But in all seriousness, though, for Lamp, yeah, I can't see one thing throughout this match that would indicate it's their map pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a single thing.
But as well, like, yeah, we didn't see the team play or something. It feels like it just wasn't their day, you know? You just have those days when you just can't play.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I was distracted by something. But
yeah, what happened there? Who's there?
Just saw shoes.
Just saw shoes. Okay, one more time. Congratulations to Ayman, Delection, Wave, Kayit's, and Sky. Want to say that Sky, next star, maybe next star, was really good.
Sky is definitely upcoming. I do think that he's put up a very decent performance here today. I do think that as long as he can keep things up, he's going to be picked up by a stronger team.
Yeah. Yeah, at least in the Baltics. But as well, now we know we have 5 teams that are in the playoffs.
Okay.
All the Rage from Lithuania. Lithuania from where?
Lithuania.
Exactly. Volsung from Latvia, FiGURE05 from Lithuania, and Makonga from Lithuania. So you have 4 teams from Lithuania in the playoffs. What does that indicate?
They're trying to get rid of the Latvians.
Yes. Exactly. But as well, well, we haven't gone with the finals to Lithuania yet. Maybe in the next season we're going to go, because these finals are going to be in Riga. Remember, in the first season in Riga, it was Lithuania who took it.
Yes.
In Estonia, it was Latvians. Now back in Riga, I think Lithuania has
just to like mess up everyone's mind, yeah. Well, I mean, they've definitely made a statement, but that does mean that you are saying that Volsung can't take this one.
I think it's going to be a lot more fun for Volsung this time around.
A lot more fun in the sense that it's going to be a closer battle, or
yeah, because the finals were 2-0. I want to see 2-1 final.
2-1.
Yeah, exactly. But I think for us, this is it. I lost in the prediction game.
Yep. So expect some interesting
stuff
to see.
I'm probably going to tweet something. So at MVTV, you can see there I'm going to tweet what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you for suggestions, because I think it's I think it's good. That you
suggestions are fine. Honestly, we'll if it seems good enough, we'll definitely do it. And if we don't pick your suggestion, doesn't mean that it's bad. There are also some things that we are allowed and not allowed.
Like
to do
3
here.
of my ideas have been rejected. And I'm not
You
gonna
have
say
a
aloud.
filthy mind.
No, there are rules. There are some rules that we just cannot break. Okay, this is it for us. I think we're gonna throw it back to our hosts. We're gonna take a small break, and then see you next week, week 5, the last week when we're gonna know who's gonna be the who's gonna be in the playoffs and who's not. I'm getting pretty scared.
About what?
In the background.
There's stuff and dancing happening, and like pretty sure that I see.
What has happened
noodles.
here today? Oh, noodles.
Yes. Would you
The
like
spicy? Yeah, of course. I would love some. As I said, they're tasty at first. I said it more than once.
Yeah, or either you just don't stop eating them, but then it doesn't
Yeah.
burn so much. So
Yeah.
it's been a fun ride, definitely.
We have
Mixed feelings about today's matches, though.
Yeah, I was expecting 2-1 scoreline. I was expecting 3 maps.
I don't have the
desperately.
see. I'm like usually when we finish the stream or like when it finish watching CS:GO matches, you feel like that there's a definitive conclusion to something.
Yeah.
Here, whilst FiGURE05 had a 2-0 victory, the way how FiGURE05 started playing on Overpass as well was slightly shaky.
Yeah,
I mean, they were super slow about it, and
maybe that was their first game of the day, you know, like warming up.
Also could be
a warm up. A warm up.
Right.
So I think we're ready to go. Are we?
Are we? I don't know.
I think we're ready to go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. We're going to throw it back to host now a few moments and see you next week, the both of us. We're going to be here next week.
Oh, yeah.